never recording. Okay.
You should be recording.
Hi again.
This is probably a better place to start instead of having us 10 minutes of loading screen.
Yeah. 7 minutes.
Yeah. Unless you
Anyways,
like the
what's
loading
up?
screen.
We're doing Balan Wonderworld again because it was good last time, so why not do it again? Because this Friday, hopefully, we will have the new Pokemon Snap in, and then we're gonna pause. We're gonna as much as we can today on this, and then pause this, and immediately go into that. If we get it on Saturday, if it doesn't come in the mail fast enough, we will do a second stream on Saturday just to play Pokemon Snap because we're excited.
It comes out on the 30th, which is Friday, and I do have it pre-ordered, and it's through Amazon, so it should be here the day of, unlike the one time I pre-ordered from GameStop and it came back like a month later, you know? Or was that Target? Maybe it was Target. I don't know. It was one of the places that was
Well,
Amazon.
I got Animal Crossing from Amazon pre-ordered, but mine still took a week to come in.
Yeah. But
so the day we get it, I'll tweet about it and we'll play it that evening.
When I got Pokemon DX, the Mystery Dungeon one, that one came out the day of. I'm like, oh, well that was fast. It's not even noon yet.
Yeah. So that's that.
It's gonna vary.
Evie told me that our friend Crispy's in the chat. Hopefully today.
Yes.
So hey,
shout out to
sorry
the
I missed you today.
She loves the Pocky.
I love them. Thank you. I have them right here. I'll see if I can see you next week. Today was just not the day, Chief. You know, you're just having one of those weeks, when I was in college, I was like, oh man, yeah, this is rant time. Hey, what's up? I'm glad to see you here. Yeah. Like, when you're in college, you have one of those weeks, even in high school too, where you're just like, man, it's just one of the, like, gotta get through this week, and next week will get better. And I feel like I've been stuck in that week since, January 2020. It's like, I'm like, man, I just gotta get through this week. And then it keeps getting worse and worse, and I'm like, man, I just gotta get through this hour, and the next one will be better.
So, like, the vibe when we played Portal for 5 hours and we just wanted to die?
Oh my god. Or even at the end of nights, as much as I enjoyed that game at the end, I was just exhausted. I think it was a Friday, I think.
It was a Friday.
So, on Fridays, I'm always way more tired than Tuesdays.
We started, honestly, way too late, and we should have stopped, but...
I was like, one...
We had one thing left, and I'm like, I don't want to come back for one thing.
Yeah, I've moved my sleep schedule back. Well, at the time, I had moved it where I was going to bed at midnight, because I am trying to wake up before 8, so I can get more work done in the day. And then, since then, my sleep schedule is because I'm naturally a night person, so I can easily, once I get past, like, my breaks, I guess my speed bump is 9 to 11 p.m. Ever since high school, because I used to have practice in high school that went 6 to 9, so it'd be 9, you'd come home, go to sleep. So even that, I don't know, since then, my body's just been like, 9 o'clock sleep time. So now, like, from 9 to 11, I'll be really tired, but if I can get past 11, then I can stay up until the next 9 to 11 a.m., you know, or 9 to 11 p.m. the next day. Fine with that. It's just that 2-3 hour span, whatever.
Didn't we stay up till, like, 2 a.m. that one time?
Yeah, it's like, I can easily stay up once I get past that speed bump, you know? It's just that speed bump.
We also would have completed that better if I could get the handle on those splitting mirror things. That was honestly 10 times harder than doing that Melody one. That one actually was fun. I just wasn't great at it.
Yeah, I remember at one point, I was playing Fire Emblem Heroes on my phone. Which, speaking of which, while we're just gonna let it meander for a little, let me move our little face right here. Yay. I know, I just don't like having our name on blast for everyone. Either way, Fire Emblem Heroes came out. I don't know if you guys play it. It is an app on your phone. It's a Fire Emblem game where you have, like, all the different... They have, like, a mainline story.
Game.
Yeah,
Hands
and
down.
it's almost the equivalent of... You know how Genshin Impact's, like, a free-to-play kind of game, but it's huge? This is similar in the way where it's another, like, free-to-play gacha game, but you can free to play it, you know? Like, I have a ton of really good heroes. You draw them by random, and I haven't spent any money whatsoever, and I have some of, like, the newest people, some of the strongest people, but I have people she doesn't have, and she has people I don't have, but both of them are good, and she started playing, like, years before I did.
I played it on release date. Like, when they showed it, I was literally just there being like, yeah, the Sacred Stones characters have new artwork, it's not 8-bit. I was literally just there for that.
Well, that's the best part, because it takes the really old, every single Fire Emblem game is pulled into it, so you've got Thracia 776, you've got 7076,
That's too many
776.
776.
Yeah, 776.
You're saying it weird. Just say
776. It's the same number. And then
You're saying it wrong.
I know. Then genealogy, the Holy War. It's got whatever.
Miss, we do want to become famous.
Yes. Oh my god, it's been so long since we've had a bot in the chat. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to our stream. Yeah, it's got a lot of them because we'll do our normal. We'll get started the game probably in like 10 minutes or so. I'm giving Evie a chance to eat her dinner because we just came back. Well, she just came back from with Christian. I just finished exercising with my dad. So we were both just now eating dinner. We also, I think that's why I can stay up so late so easily, is because our family also generally has so many things going on today. We don't eat dinner till 7:30, 8.
Yesterday I didn't eat lunch at all.
Yeah, we regularly eat very late. Like, normally I eat, my breakfast is typically at 11. Like, I'll wake up at 8:30, but I won't eat until 11 because I'm just not hungry yet. And then I'll eat again at, like, 4. And then my final meal, if I have one, is going to be somewhere between now, like, between 7 and 8. So it's not good for streaming. But either way, I'm excited for this Fire Emblem game. Is super cool. If you're interested at all in Fire Emblem, I will get it even if you've never played any of the games, because I only played one game.
You just need a mindless mobile game. It's great for that.
Yeah, it's like if you just want a gacha game. I love it because I am addicted to gacha stuff. Except I like doing it in real life. I like buying the real life mystery packs. So this is a lot cheaper. It helped staunch that.
This is my intervention to help
yeah,
her.
my obsession. Because we were going to Greensboro and I was buying like keychains. I love collecting keychains and trinkets and stuff. But I don't have a lot of money because I am unemployed still. So it was nice getting a game that's free to play where I can kind of go and get done of my cravings. And they just released Sacred Stones, the newest ones. It's like some of our favorite characters as children, which is something you're never gonna see in the game. Sacred Stones is on the Game Boy, so it's very old. Not as old as other games, but it's still old. You're still in that 8-bit to 16-bit graphics, because that's just what the Game Boy could do. So seeing them, the new art is cool, and then seeing them as children is so awesome. And everyone runs a banner where you pull characters out of a banner, and you have a chance to get them and a chance to get others. So out of, I think there's 5 or 6 available, I have 3 of them, so it's really exciting. I have the one that they technically give you to free. You have to like get a certain amount of points, you get them for free. Awesome. He's an archer. We already know how I feel about archers. Chef's kiss. I have an archer as my lock screen, And then I have Lion, I have his fallen Demon King form. Let me tell you, when I say simp, I mean me. Love him in that.
Eventually we'll get back to doing those PowerPoints, and yours is just you're gonna have to go with like 1 slide per person.
I'm not gonna put any points for anyone. We just look at the pictures and then I'll just.
I know,
I'm just gonna ad lib it.
Slide per person,
yeah, I'm gonna ad lib.
We'll
I don't even think I'll get 1 slide per person. I think I get a tier ranking, and I only go through like S tier and A tier.
Still 1 per person. We got a lot of people get through.
Yeah, I know. I got it. That's gonna come in a little bit once we get this game done.
This game done. The next game done.
Games. Speaking of gaming, let's eat some pears. We can go ahead and get rolling if you're ready, Evie.
I mean, you're the one playing. I'm just here to commentate.
Do you ever just? That's more like, how some people have those unconscious things they do.
No, I didn't realize they
Mine
had a
is
little
like,
top hat and the bee. I think that's adorable.
It's also doing this. Like whenever I'm feeling like super depressed, like hey, I have been these past couple days, I just walk by the mirror and go. Like unconsciously, any mirror, like we have one coming down the stairs, so I'm like walking downstairs like, and then immediately back into like, I would do anything to not exist. Like
okay.
The juxtaposition between the two is startling to say the least. Ta-da! Game. Is it loud enough? I don't know.
Can you hear music?
Yes. I just didn't know if it's loud enough. I also have a Wonder Ball I'm gonna eat. It's from Walmart. It was $1.20 and on sale. I start things ironically, and then it becomes part of my personality. Yeah, mood. It started like this is the constant one. It's this, but it's always.
I don't do things ironically. I just kind of look for like things, and then they happen.
Well, it's just like I'm whipping, and it's not because it's cool, and it's not because I'm trying to bring it back. It's because you. Have you ever like I wouldn't dab. Ew. But I would whip. But not like a full whip, just like a, you ever just...
The smaller one is weirder than the big one.
Why do no one remembers? You don't know Vines, but the Vine of the one kid that was like, shoo, and he had like he always had his ears tucked by his sweatshirt tucked behind his ears. It was the Snoop Dogg one. It was like Snoop, and he like turns around, but he doesn't. When he whipped, he go like this. He won't go like he'd go, and that's how I whip it. No one gets it.
So if you know that at least
my problem.
They get you in the chat.
Thank you. Thank you. My problem is that Vine was popular. Actually, Vine existed the 4 exact years I was in high school. It started the fall of 2012 and ended the spring of 2016.
Really?
Like, literally,
I know it's
only encompassed my time in high school. So, this is like all of them died. So even ones that weren't necessarily popular, I would still know because that was like just what was happening around them. Wonderball unboxing video. And now I know TikTok, but a lot of the TikToks reference Vines. Just because they're older.
I swear she must tell me at least 5 times a day.
It's a Vine.
You don't get that because it's a Vine.
Okay, unboxing. I got the Marshall card from my Paw Patrol Wonderball plus prize. He's a Dalmatian. He's cute. Oh, well. This is 3 different types of channel in one. Yeah, welcome to I have undiagnosed ADHD.
We're working on that, though. The diagnosis, not the ADHD.
No. It's a little sticky thing. You stick it. Like this.
You're every kind of channel at once.
I don't think he sticks. He's supposed to stick.
Why would it stick?
I don't. Why did I get the police one, but I got the Dalmatian? I wanted the Dalmatian one. Did you get one? Did you open yours? Which one did you get? The Dalmatian one? Can I have it? Yep. It doesn't come with a human, does it? It's Paw Patrol. How is there a person?
There's a person.
Oh, there's one person out of like
the one person.
out of like 10 dogs. There's one.
I got the
person.
one human.
This guy's name is Chase. I know someone in real life named Chase. These aren't stickers though. Man, what a rip off.
The stickers were inside the ball.
When we were kids, Wonderballs had they had candy inside, like little sugar candies. They didn't have
to be
toys.
Good. Now
and then they got banned. No, they didn't. Kinder Eggs got banned, and Wonderballs are like Kinder Eggs. So they were just like, and I was like,
you shouldn't be giving this to your 2-year-old anyway.
Yeet. Missed.
It's not that far away either.
It's hard because it's behind the monitor. Our setup goes, a ton of stuff right here, a TV. I'm currently touching the TV screen. That's how far away it is. So that's fun. That's why our faces are always the exact color of the game. Normally, I would love to say, like, normally our streams aren't this kind of like...
No, they are always like this.
This is exactly what they're like every single time. I don't know where to put this card. I'll put it in the Wii.
Do not put it in the Wii. We like the Wii. We don't want it to blow up.
Yes, I have a second coffee drink. This time I put, like, more coffee in it than I did this morning and than I usually did. Because nectar of the gods, you know?
And that reminds me, we also have Morals Phoenix Rising.
Oh yeah. So the coffee drink recipe channel, we're just never gonna get to the game.
Actually, just do an advertisement for your McDonald's coffee.
Oh, yeah, go to our YouTube channel. It's at the bottom. Watch the one video I made and then immediately didn't make the rest of them because I was ashamed to look at myself on camera.
It's so funny.
Anyways, it's I made a McDonald's coffee drink in Chaos Kitchen. There are more Chaos Kitchen videos like to be edited and made and that kind of stuff. I just haven't done it yet because I can only do things in short spurts of time because I don't know how to handle my attention span yet. I'm working on it. TikTok helps because I'm on like the therapy side of TikTok. So they're like, here are some strategies. So I'm working on it. So they'll come out within the next month. Promise that. Yeah, Chaos Kitchen on the Medieval channel. I'll tell you how to make a coffee drink. Not this one, but another one that's funny. This one
you should at least go to the island so we can look at our children.
Big brain. You can play with the children while I tell them about my coffee drink.
Why don't you show you how to get that box thing?
What box? Oh, yeah, you should. Okay, so
I thought that was the funniest thing ever when that happened.
Well, here. Let me tell you my coffee. Don't get me... This is why. Don't get me off track. Starting with...
He's got the top hat.
Okay, so let me tell you this real quick, Crispy. So, these... update from last time. We're in a place called Wonderworld. It's kind of like a dream realm. This is the main guy. His name's Leo. Much like my husband, Leo from Fire Emblem, who I really did marry in the game. Oh, there's our kids. These are called Tims. They're like the super positive guys. They're essentially Chows from Sonic Adventure. They're like the other version of Chows. Because they're cute and you pick them up and you throw them. And then they wear hats and stuff. So that's that. Where was I going with this? Why did I start talking about this?
I don't know. Yeah, you were going to talk about the box fox, I thought.
Okay, we'll talk about Box Fox in a second. No, I should talk about... Thank you. Somebody understands my feelings. She said they would shoot at them.
Yes, but look at the little dude with the top hat.
Yeah, so it took us forever to get that guy to wear the top hat, and I love him. So when you breed them, like...
That's not my one I picked up, but you're cute too.
Yeah, that's the orange bunny one. Like, some of them, when you hatch them, they got, like, rarer designs depending on what eggs you find in the levels, and they power this with their, like,
the top hat.
their happiness
Look
and
how
stuff.
happy he is.
Yeah, when they're done, they just, like, shoot out and
Apparently,
fly away.
when you grab them and you go into a level, and that one will for sure follow you into a level.
Oh,
Otherwise,
word.
random.
That's so fun. Yeah, so they have, like, different attributes depending on what eggs you get, and then you can breed them to get others with the same attributes, because we tested it and it worked. And they're awesome, and they're super cute, and you feed them little gems made out of
This
tears.
is the one that had the fox in it, right?
Okay, so then the box fox is, every level you go and you get costumes.
Do you have any chance to remember which level that was in that you found that? Oh.
Yeah, you're like 2 away. It's in the flying place. Are you in the flying place right now?
Yes, but do you remember which stage it was? The first one and the second one?
I would go with the second one.
Oh, start.
Wait, go check the Tim Tram. Oh no, it's just okay. That's fine. So you go in, you have costumes, which are essentially your power-ups. So every time you wear a costume, you get a different power. Like, if you get one that you can jump
Probably
high...
should be sure preface this. We're in a theater. So this is essentially a giant living musical.
Yeah, get ready for us to over-explain the game because it's fun and we can.
Oh, I researched everything about this game before we started.
This game is in a long stream of people by the same director. The first one they made is called Nights. If you want to check it out, it's at Medieval VODs, so like the YouTube channel at the bottom of the screen, and then add VODS there. If you just want to skim through some of them, the ones with the titles Nights, they'll make a lot of sense. Everything will make way more sense, because the character design is very, like, you can tell it's by the same guy, and the level design, the game design is all the same. The first one is Into Dreams, and then Journey of Dreams. Okay, I always say Journey into Dreams.
So you actually got it right this time. Good job.
Use the sheep guy and you can float and get those Julies. Little Julies. So since she has this, a different costume gives you a different power. So now she has the power of a sheep, which is pretty cool, and they can float and stuff. This level
Power
sucks.
of a sheep.
Yes, this level sucks
This
because
one killed
there's,
Madeline many times.
like, I didn't know. Normally when you land on those, you can just walk across. I didn't know if you land on them, you just straight up die. And I was like, okay,
You do straight up die. We
rude
learned that
and
pretty
also
quickly.
fake. Yeah, so we're trying to, in this level you get different costumes, and like this one you can like shoot things at people and fight them and that kind of stuff. And there was one costume that, since we're getting late on the level,
Really?
like,
I landed on it when I fell?
that's what I'm saying. If you don't like hit
These
it fast
flying
enough,
ones
it doesn't
suck.
count. Yeah, it's key. You
Well,
get the
flying
key,
enemies
you
in
unlock the
general.
costume, you wear the costume, you get the power, you know, you gotta fight the guys. Every time you get hit, it counts as like, losing your costume is like your health points, so you lose your health points. You don't die, which is nice. You just go back to the last checkpoint.
It's hard to land on those guys,
So-
but I did it!
You're gonna need the kicky guy to get up those balloons, though. So, we found a costume here that, if you see that little, Eva, go stand next to the fox guy. So if you see that little fox guy, I got his costume by like going somewhere random, off-roading,
Yeah, we're gonna have to
because
find
I
him.
also just don't know how to follow levels, I guess.
That's why this is perfect for us.
You know,
'Cause we don't know how to game.
I'm not very good at taking obvious paths, as we can tell by the way I speak always. So the box fox guy, it was like turned into an invincible box. I was like, no way, cool. But it turns out it's at random. So you don't get to choose. And when I first got it,
It was so funny.
it's like they set you up for failure. I turned into a box randomly because I didn't know when we would do it, and then it slid because the hill you unlock the costume on is on a slight downward slant,
So
and then there's it goes here, and then it turns a little bit at the very end. So they essentially did it on purpose, because once you get the costume, you immediately turn into this box that turns into an invincible
It was just
box.
so funny.
However, you slide because you can't get out of it. You can't like unactivate it until it's just done. Oh, egg, it's got an egg.
Oh, you
So
got an egg.
I
Good
just
job,
slid
dude.
and then I just died. And I was like,
That was it.
and that was like the 9th time. Oh, go behind the corner. There's another egg. You might fall off because I did, but you'll be fine. That was like the 9th time I died that level. I was like, I have to go die, I guess.
It was just the most random way to die, because it literally was like we couldn't do anything. We just watched her slowly fall off the
I know,
cliff
and I was
and
like,
die. We're just like, okay.
because I didn't know what it did. So Evie looked up a tutorial on like what the box fox does, because you're invincible. However, you
know.
can't control it. It doesn't tell you when you start or when you end. It just kind of like happens whenever. I also have a can of pears here, if you're wondering. It's pear halves.
I was worried about your can
I
pears.
like the pear slices more because I think pear halves sometimes are hard to shovel in your
the end of the
gob.
level, so where's this costume? I know we passed it here because we got.
You have to like jump down onto it, and it's like through a mirror also. Jump
Yeah.
down on that red one. I think it's that red one.
Down there?
Yeah. You can get back to wherever because there's always a mirror. Yep, that's the one because here's the downward slope. You have a key on you? Yeah. Because when you do this, turn so that they can see.
Well,
It's on a slope, but see how it turns? It did that on purpose. And I'm mad. The pear effect is true. Thank you. The pear effect is true. Slices way better than the halves. I feel like they give you less when they give you halves, you know? It might be the same, but I feel like they're giving you less. I love pears, though. Anyways, if you want to know the recipe for this coffee, it is like a third-ish of chocolate almond milk, then like a third-ish again of a flax milk with protein. I get it at Wegsman's. You get it at Wegmans in Raleigh.
Don't you go Wegsman's?
The one like up north by.
So here, while we're in a safe location, this is what this costume does.
So you just like chill until it's like box time, and then you're invincible and you like can't move.
But I have no control while I'm in this mode.
Yeah. So you just like die
If you're on a
in the wrong
slant,
spot,
then you're just gonna die.
I was like, okay, pain.
They're like, okay then.
So I get
It was just that kind of night.
Then you put it's flax milk with added protein because I could have gotten almond milk with added
Cool
protein.
costume, It's just so weird.
But the flax milk it tastes really good because it's like sometimes almond milk I have this one I like that's actually kind of watery and that's why I like it because it's not like sometimes it's too almondy flavored. So then like the one I get is because it's I guess more watery flavored. It just is kind of like almond
Remember
water.
when we fell down to find those spiky dudes?
No. Just keep jumping off cliffs, you'll be fine. You'll always find a mirror to come back to. That's the trick. If you jump through that mirror, it takes you to the beginning, so I think you should keep going farther. You'll probably find it. And then on top, I add odd the flax milk, or odd that I get it from Wegmans, or odd that I like almond water. You have to specify very many oddities. You play it way more safe than I did. I kept the kicking costume on like the whole time. I was like, I guess I'll be fine. Oh, go through that mirror. Did you go through that one yet?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, all of them should take you back to the beginning, so just keep going. Try to go to like the very end and then just like backtrack, because all the mirrors pretty much.
Or maybe
take you
it's
back
not in this one. The point is, I know the box was in this one. I don't remember if the other one was in this one.
Maybe it's in the first one to the back.
Neat. I just wanted to see that key. Oh, I literally
I
walked past the key.
Oh,
Nice.
like it. I thought the armored ones were on the last level. The bug girl level.
No, the ones that turned into little spike dudes, they were in this one.
I think I'm thinking about a different one. That's why. Those you can just jump on their heads. What's that? Oh yeah. Then for this you add coffee. My dad has like pre-made coffee, or a cup like 2 weeks ago. My mom and I went to H Mart, so I got like a couple different just random ones because they didn't have I went for Hong Kong coffee, which they had, and it was in like a little juice box pouch. You have to go down to the thing first, and it was so good because it was like strong but not overwhelming. Cause you know sometimes the coffee's like too pungent almost. It was really good, and I was like, oh, I'm so excited to go back and get it, and they didn't have it, and I was like, broken. And then they didn't have the like Daifuku Mochi I wanted, and I was like, I'm gonna die.
You notice my little Tims are going and attacking these dudes.
Yeah, they help you. So instead, I got like 3 different canned coffees and 1 bagged coffee. So I would take like a little bit of that and pour it in and mix it in, or I would just drink the canned coffee. I'm gonna be real, the canned coffee has like this aftertaste that tastes like, oh, there's the thing. It tastes like Sugar Smacks. You know that cereal with the frog? Honey Smacks?
Yeah, you said that last time, and I'm like,
That's
okay.
what it tastes like. The aftertaste tastes exactly like that cereal. I am absolutely right. And can you homing attack on the trophy or not?
No, I know there's a way you get to that, but we do not have a costume for that.
Lame. And
Well,
I
we've
actually
seen those
really
beer
like
boxes
the
in the first level too, so it's like there's a costume for that. We just don't have
the
it.
box. I've no fan of almond milk because I'm not a fan. Oh, see, I was like, oh, I just drink almond milk because it's good. Because, you know, milk has a lot of sugar, and I am really sensitive to a lot of sugar, actually. Like, I get sick really fast off of too much sugar, which sucks because
Might
I
just
am
be in our next level.
I
I've
am
already been in
very
this area.
addicted to sugar. Like, soup. Try going down. Where does that go? I didn't see that before. Oh,
That's
mirror.
the mirror.
Okay,
let
let
me
me-
before.
don't go
I mean,
that
we can go down there and see if we can get on the top of it and see if there's anything special up there.
Yeah, that's up to you. So I liked almond milk, and I was like, I'm not even lactose intolerant. I want you to know today, Olivia had a dermatologist appointment, so I rode along because afterwards my mom and I were going to work at the preschool because I'm like their little handyman. You would know this, Crispy. I'm essentially trained to be the Cameron of the preschool. You know, like just the.
She has the power for this.
You know, the young handyman. I brought my dad's drill last time, but this time I forgot because I saw the Demon Slayer movie yesterday. We're going to talk about that later. Put a pin in that. Massively depressed. Look at Lance. Crispy, I want you to know I'm simping for this guy.
He's cool. He's the main antagonist in case you can't tell.
The heart. Pitter patter, baby. Bum bum. Bum. Oh! I love purple things too. Purple and blue is my favorite color scheme. That's what I said.
Great art design in this. She's asking you about
what
the
was I talking about? Wait, I haven't seen the. I'm not gonna say anything because I was supposed to take Olivia yesterday. I saw with two of my friends from college, and I was supposed to take Olivia, but she couldn't because it was too late. Because it is a 2-hour movie.
Another fun fact: these plants can sometimes eat your Tims.
Oh, well, kick it. That's why I kept kicking them. Good thing I kicked it. I thought I was gonna get an achievement for it.
Yeah, so I think it's in the next level.
Okay.
Well, we got the box.
Yes.
So.
Saw the movie.
You said Simpino before. I'm like, that's great. Simpino.
For Lance, have you seen him? You haven't seen his original design though. We'll show you later. It is. But look at him there. You didn't see his intro cutscene. Oh.
I mean, you can't.
I'm not ashamed to say I'm attracted to that guy. I'm not ashamed.
They say it a dozen times in the book at least. They always are pointing out how handsome he is.
It's very beautiful. Anyways, back to the Demon Slayer
handsome
movie.
And gentle and trying to keep you trapped forever.
I can tell easily why it's so good and why it stands up so well to Studio Ghibli films, because I got a similar sense. Like, Studio Ghibli films make me way more sad, for sure. Like, they definitely, like, heartstrings, pain. Like, the whole movie's...
Heartstrings.
Yeah, the whole movie's, like, beautiful pain, you know? You're like, this is so cute, while you're, like, slowly stabbing yourself a bunch of times. Or, like, you're watching it, you're like, doing push-ups on top of your...
extremely bad things about
this game.
See, and that's why we're playing
it. Because
it's actually a great game.
Hey, Ridley, I don't know if you saw,
Don't listen to the internet. They're
yeah,
wrong.
I don't know if you saw any of Friday when we played this. Friday? Yeah. We started a little, and we're gonna try to do it again this Friday. We're starting at, like, 6. So... hopefully it's not as late for you if you can make it on those days. But so far, we like this game a lot. It's really good.
It's colorful and it's musical, and I like the characters.
Yeah.
And honestly, I love the mechanic of the costumes.
I think you'll like the Tims, which are the little cheeps that follow us around.
They're like little chow.
Yeah. So far, we don't have any complaints about this game, and we were
talking
talking
about
about
areas
that.
you can improve, but nothing that explicitly is making the game hard.
We were talking about that in our off time because obviously since we live together, we're never really
These are our Tims.
on off time. These are our Tims.
They're all very cute.
Some of them have little badges. One of them has a top hat, very cute.
He's adorable.
Yeah, we were thinking, like, I think the reason big gamers are giving it bad reps is because they're big gamers. You know, they're used to having.
They're really skilled. And
yeah, they're used to having, you know, whatever the first-person shooter. Like, you have to have a ton of skill and precision and great reflexes. For like, I applaud anyone who really can play, especially streamers who do first-person shooters, because those games do require a lot of, you know, all this moment. So 6 p.m. sounds good. I mean, it's almost 2 a.m. again. Sorry, we did start a little late tonight, but that's what we were thinking. We're like, if we start earlier, we can play longer. And if other people like you are in different time zones, it'll be easier so it's not so late for them. Because we do like to have you here, you know?
Take down the barrier for me?
Eat it! The blue ones eat the evil things. Yeah, but they were like, we were thinking, did they die? Okay, no, they're fine.
No, they're fine.
Oh, they just lose their blue?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's how...
Oh, when they use their skills, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, same thing with
they
the ones...
They start white, so...
Yeah, you have to feed... Well, because the drops are literally gem positivity, so in order for them to use positivity...
Watch out, that guy's shooting.
They have to, you know, have something.
Yeah, in this game, I think the reason Evie and I like it so much is because we don't play...
Will you let me hit you?
...ton of platform... Somebody was with us last time asking about what type of game we liked.
I don't know.
Who was here?
It was the one that looked like ice, but it's not ice.
Oh, it's Ixie. Ixie was here on Friday. We were talking to them about, like, you know, our favorite platformers and stuff. And we're like, well, we aren't really platformers. So I think the reason we like this game is because, like,
I was here too last time.
They were talking about how they didn't like the quick time events. They thought they were too hard, all that kind of stuff. And I was like, you can hold stuff up and shoot, yeah.
No, I'm just trying to position myself.
Avoid the things. And I was like, I was getting all of them on X. The only one I didn't get is because I was talking.
That's kind of fun.
We were in the middle of like an in-depth conversation. And I was like really focusing on that because I have a very one-track mind. I think the reason Evie and I like it so much is because we're not. You to walk away until he comes up.
I know he's being a butt.
We're not super platformers, and we don't have great weaknesses. But we've played games like Skylanders, the original Spyro games. When they were in the bad graphics, that kind of stuff. Like
more because they had dragons and everything.
Yeah, dragons. So I think it's because we're used to this style of game, where you have multiple. Honestly, you have multiple styles of combat, and it's kind of your choice of what power-ups, and like your character isn't invincible. I think that's why we're so not phased by the game, I guess.
So what is this actually about? I only heard about this game. It has really bad level design. Really?
Oh.
Okay, the last one is wait. The last one is a blatant lie, because in case you haven't seen it, it looks gorgeous, even if it doesn't play perfectly. It looks gorgeous.
Well, how about this? Evie and I are trying to find something to give it an achievement. Once we do that, we'll take both you and Crispy back to the main scene so you can see the cutscenes that you missed on Friday.
We'll show you the beginning.
Let me tell you, this stuff we're looking at some DreamWorks animation level stuff for their cutscenes.
Pretty things.
It's a very beautiful game when you look at the cutscenes, and I think
we're simple folk.
Yeah, I think in-game graphics are not bad. At all.
Better than the wild variants.
Yeah, I was like, that's what we were talking about. Like, the textures, even if you look at the texture mapping right now on this ice, I think it's about the same level, if not more.
I know it's off on the side. I just don't remember how he got there.
It's we'll go there. We'll show you the cutscenes, and then I'll play on the next level, and Evie will give you the whole spiel because I know you would love to give that.
I would love to do that. I read the book.
Don't
worry. It was amazing, and it gave me feelings.
There is a book. It's similar to Knights because it's by the same guy. The same guy made it.
Well,
so
similar art style.
Yeah, it's similar in the way of it's a mix between the first game and the second game. Where the first game you got nothing in game and everything was in the manual, and the second one they gave you everything in game and nothing outside.
Much?
Yeah, it's like you lost some of the whimsy because they gave you almost too much, like Evie said. I do see frame rate dropping that didn't happen last time, and I wonder if that's just because we might have overheated something.
Well, that's probably what we get for leaving the PS4 on.
Yeah, I was like, we also left the PS4 on since Friday, but that's.
That's a problem.
Yeah, what was I saying? Oh, so this one has a good mix where it does have a decent amount so far of story in the game, but there is a full novel that Evie played before we started.
I played a novel.
She watched read the novel.
Oh yeah, we didn't think it was, but we're more just pointing out that
no, this is nothing against you at all. Evie's been watching a lot of YouTube videos of trying to find kind of the same thing.
I found someone who had actually had a very fair review.
People who give it a chance.
They liked, things they didn't like, but the thing is that I don't like when people doing reviews is that everyone's like, this is the worst game of 2021. I'm like, first of all, we're 4 months into 2021. There's a long time for that title to be filled.
I was gonna say, we played this for a good 4 hours, I think, on Friday.
Go me.
To the extent of, I was like, I wasn't getting frustrated with the levels, which is saying something, because I have a very short temper, and I get, anger headaches, if that makes sense, because my blood pressure gets so high.
For reference, see Madeline facing the first world of,
oh my god. Journey of Dreams. Watch the Journey of Dreams episode 1 on our VOD channel, and watch me take down the boss. It's only, 20 minutes into the playthrough.
I don't know why they made that
Max.
boss so hard.
Homie, I thought I plopped a blood vessel. I got so angry that I had to, when I went to bed that night, I slept for, 10 hours.
I'm not jumping on that.
I was just so angry.
I jumped that way.
Yeah, but I haven't gotten frustrated with this game, which is good because I get also frustrated with platformers really easily because I have a very low platforming skill level. I don't jump on the bosses. I'm not that bold.
I know.
But I got through the first 4 worlds of this pretty easily. Only now the platforming is getting more difficult because you're in more. This is a flying world. You got a bug.
You gotta be a little more
You're
precise.
getting a more, disjointed worlds because of their themes, and we're on 4 of 12. So they're getting harder.
Yeah. Even if you did have an opinion about the game, we're just here to pretty much get rid of misinformation, which is essentially that it's...
They said, okay, so 2 things. Crispy said, have you ever tried a game like Final Fantasy? No, but I've wanted to. Well, Kingdom Hearts, in a way, is similar. So we have played most of the Kingdom Hearts.
I know of them, and I've watched them.
Put a pin in that. We'll come back to that one in a second. Level design reminds you of Skylanders. Yes. Yes. Very much so. We and our little sister alike have played all of the every single Skylanders game to completion at least once. So we're, we have a lot of
least once when
Skylanders
you came in,
upstairs.
we played probably all of them at least twice.
My little sister loves Trap Team. We've played that game probably 6 times minimum, all the way through. Like, we probably have 40 or 50 Skylanders upstairs that we've accumulated through the years. Because that those games are also old. Because we were Spyro fans when we were younger, when the first Skylanders came out, we were like on that bad boy. We're like, alright, cool, Spyro figure.
Everyone else is like, oh, this isn't Spyro, and we're like, no, we love it.
No,
Thank
so
you
we were like,
so
we liked
much.
it because you could play.
There's a statue
Well,
in
thing
there,
is,
but we can't get to that
multiplayer. Oh, get a costume and climb the. You can climb that. Go get the spider costume from the thing. Yeah. We liked that it was multiplayer, so we obviously played those a lot, and I agree very much. So this level design is exactly like Skylanders, in the way of it's got moderate platforming areas, but also easy platforming areas that are more strategy based on the costume. Like there, they have the strategy based on the type of the Skylander. Like you have to unlock certain doors with this, you have to certain power up to do this. So I agree, it's very similar in that way, where it's more for open exploration and finding secrets, and less about, the platforming in a way. Like Mario is about the platforming, versus Skylanders more about finding your treasure chest, fight the enemies, level up, move on. If that makes sense. Like Sonic's main games are more about kind of a straight narrative pathway, versus Skylanders is more kind of like this, drop in a map and kind of, music suit. Oh, we didn't unlock that one yet. That's good. Cool. I played the first Skylander and the third Skylander games years ago. Yeah, we could definitely. I would love to do a whole discourse. Oh, he's so cute. A whole discourse on Skylanders, because we've played.
Games.
We have a lot of experience.
Stand station. Oh, stand station.
Oh, we found the stage guy. Good.
Oh, I still want to get the box thing taken care of first.
Also, but jump.
I know it's here
We'll
somewhere.
jump down and get another Music Man in case we lose it. So jump down, or wait until the key respawns and then get it again. Yeah, I don't know which one's which. Besides what they are order wise. I can say after Trap Team, which number is that?
That's like 4.
4-ish? The ones after
first
that,
one's regular, second one's Swap Force, third one's second one's Giant, third one's Swap Force.
Because they kind of go like this, and then Trap Team's kind of the peak, and then they kind of plateau for a second, and then dip. Kind of. Because like they're all good, and they're like leading up, and then they did the racing one is okay. Especially
it had the best story, just not the best mechanics.
If you like racing, game for you. I've never been a kart.
I don't think we can make that jump.
Fan.
So
No, I think. Well, maybe you can jump there. No, you have a higher jump than the spider.
Yeah.
Let's go put the suit back.
We can see what it does at least.
Oh, I was talking about putting the spider back. But yeah.
Cool. We know there's one of these in the other stage. I wonder if there's something like you have to do it, and like the more times you do it, things happen.
Probably. Yeah.
I'll go put it back.
Yeah, I can put at least one of them back. Yeah, the Skylanders games are so interesting because they strike a very. You have to press the RB button while you're standing there. Press the RB button for it to appear.
I usually just stand there until something happens.
Oh, I just do that because it goes faster.
It's true. The Donkey Kong and Skylander were in the racing one.
Yeah, that's what I said. After the racing one was like, and then the one after that I don't remember playing because it was bad. It was really bad. So I just you didn't put the suit there, dummy. You need the spider suit still?
I mean, I can carry it around for a little bit.
Whatever works. I was like, it was Imaginators. I don't remember what that game was about or the story or anything about it at all. I don't really remember the.
Oh, it was so boring because it was based off of the. For some reason, it was based off of the.
Oh, I didn't do that
show?
floaty thing last time. With the sheep, because I didn't want to die.
Okay.
But the sheep costume's easy to get, so you might as well do it. Yeah, I don't really like. Oh, is that it? Oh, that's lame.
Well, I mean, it doesn't hurt anything.
They strike.
Unless I fall, then it does hurt many things.
Oh, don't die. They strike an interesting chord with those games because it hits kind of the perfect level of childish and aimed toward children without coming across as trying too hard, which is interesting because they're super cheesy games, really corny, cheesy, they got jokes, they don't take the characters too seriously. However, they're not all idiots. Like, I feel like they've made kind of Sonic now, where they're all just more like morons, so as an older person you can't even appreciate it at all.
You're like Sonic.
Yeah, you're
honestly.
like I just can't, like, that's just getting that statue, yeah.
Okay.
I was like, I still enjoy playing them because they're corny, however, they're not unbearable.
They are intelligently corny, that makes sense.
I was like, they don't do too many stupid gags, like they're not doing fart gags, and they're not doing, I got punched in the face again, so I'm so dumb, like Knuckles, you know? It's the homing attack from Sonic. Yes, that's why I like this suit, because he does have the homing attack.
Yeah, it makes
combat I think this is the best combat suit. The laser one's pretty good for distance, however, you do have to stand still while you're using it, so if you move, it takes a second to charge again, which you could, like, die. I think you should go. And then try to get the one through that thing. Oh, girl. What a save. I thought that was death, for sure.
Playing dangerously.
Yeah, and I think I'm anxious to see kind of how the rest of this game goes, because so far not too much narrative has unfolded yet, because we're only a third of the way in. But if it can come across in the same way as Skylanders, in a way of, like, it hits a good chord between audiences.
I'll explain a little bit more about the narrative once I'm not playing.
Yeah, she's only playing this level to get the mystery secrets, then I'll get back to playing the main levels.
That way. Which way was it? So we ran into it like 3 times when we were doing this the first time, and now we can't remember where it is.
That's how it always goes.
It always rolls. If I can't remember where it is, I'll just put it away and find it later. But
yeah, it's okay. You can keep looking through this level. It's not like we're not getting things for it. We're getting the rainbow drops so we can feed our Tims.
Yeah, gotta feed the Tims.
Yeah, I was like, so far I like it a lot. I really like the character design a ton. I think Balan, the main guy, and Lance are so
they look
awesome.
So good.
Balan is
yeah. It's. Oh, you want to try the bow again?
What?
You didn't get the 4 excellence last time.
Yeah.
Madeline's been nailing it for these, like.
Okay, that's what I said. A lot of people online,
lately.
They said, like, this is too hard for quick time events, and I'm like, I think the worst recorded reflexes of all time, so I don't know why. This is Balan right here.
So anyway,
I love his outfit. Look at him, he's so cool.
He's really cool. He's very over the top, and I love that. But you're in a very similar vein tonight. But I actually figured out why some people don't like it, and it's for a reason we just haven't run into yet.
Oh, that gets harder?
No.
You match up his picture, then you just hit any button, because it's only a 1-button control system.
So it's like, QuickTime events annoy me way more when I hit the wrong button.
And, like, you can see there's significant delays between when it lines up and when I hit, because I just have bad reflexes.
But oddly enough, that's really helping her here.
Like, am I cheating?
No, I don't think so.
Ella? Up!
What you're doing here is essentially just clearing negativity that exists within the
Balan's good man. Well, Lance is bad man, and I have a crush on Lance. And that's just that.
No, the reason people are bothered by that is that apparently the bouts, they have an issue with the fact that, you know, the bouts only appear once per level, but they only respawn for both acts once you defeat the boss. So if you miss one in one of the acts, you have to beat the boss again.
Which is okay.
I mean, I can understand why people would find that annoying. So I'm like, I won't...
Just don't mess it up.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like,
duh.
I don't think it's a reason to hate the game, but I can understand if someone found that annoying. You know? That's one of the things I could say, like, okay, if that bothers you, fine. It's not something I think that breaks the game.
No.
But it's like, if that bothers you, I get it, if that's not your cup of tea.
I feel like a lot of complaints for this game...
Where's the whale?
Oh, egg. Egg, behind you.
Oh, thank you.
I feel like a lot of complaints for this game are from people taking extreme sides of things. Unless they're saying, like
Sonic Forces.
Exactly. I could say I don't like a lot of games because it's not my playstyle. Like, for Valorant or League of Legends, 2 massively popular games, I don't like them.
Oh, there you are.
I think characters look cool, but
I have to go and look and see where those guys are,
find no interest in them whatsoever. Landing on the whale, baby.
We are in a giant flying whale.
Sky whale.
It doesn't get better than a sky whale, really.
Straight up, I love whales. We have a natural science museum downtown, and they have a giant whale skeleton. I love walking
Apparently,
into
if
that.
you glitch it right, you can actually get to this from the first level. When you're not meant to do that.
I thought I could, but I didn't. Kill the Tim kill thing. Kill the Tim plant.
Kill the Tim?
The Tim eating plant. Yeah, kill it. It doesn't eat our Tims. Hey! Die, Tim Plant. Oh. It was eating our Tim currently. No! Rude! Don't eat our kids!
Rude!
Was I talking about something? But I don't remember.
I don't know.
Either way,
I'll find the thing later. The point is
I like this game because I am simple. Small thoughts and small brain.
Well, I think someone pointed this out in a review I watched, and I think it's 100% true.
There's a Wonder Ball.
A guy who had never played Knights, he played maybe one Sonic game, but he wasn't a fan of Sonic.
Most people have played a Sonic game.
Yeah.
Whether it's,
like
Sonic and Mario at the Olympic Games.
You play Mario probably.
Yeah, it's like, no matter what you play, look, I have a Wonder Ball.
But, he says, like, yeah, so I was like, I had no expectations going into this, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. It does have some areas that could have been cleaned up better. He had his own criticisms, because I don't think there's any such thing as a perfect game.
Well,
except for maybe Persona 5 Royal.
I was gonna say, except for Persona 5 Royal.
That is pretty dang close.
And that's not even a perfect game, because, Haru.
And her, well, not Haru.
Haru's
her palace.
Haru's arc.
Her palace is so bad.
It didn't get fixed from the first game.
In fact, it arguably got worse.
Mm-hmm.
But look, the little dude in the top.
Would you like them?
hat.
They're like peach flavored.
Oh no, I'm fine. I'm going to be working through this whole thing. Look at our little dude in the top hat.
Yeah, that's our Tim with the hat. It took us so long to get them to wear hats. One of them was wearing the little.
These are kind of like the Nighttopians in the
Yeah, do you remember our babies?
Where you just pick up eggs and you're just like, be born.
Really, that's because they're not named.
Half of them have ears.
Go feed them.
That's great.
Let them feast.
Okay, well, let's feed the.
Because when you feed them, they change colors, and then the colors relate to what they can do in the levels.
I'm seriously debating they have a plushie of one.
Yo, I want a plushie Tim. I would so get one.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, this is literally. I'm like, this is the closest thing we have to a Chow Garden. Why? Why Sega?
This over here because it's like laying on top of the Tim's thing and start reading. There we go.
Look at all our kids.
I love our kids. They're so cute. Look at them eat. They're so cute. And they change color. And then like you saw in the thing, the blue ones used up their evil eating power, so then they turn white, so then you feed them so they get colored. Yellow, I think, is like just multi-purpose.
Yeah, and then red ones
like you can see to the
enemies.
side, it has the statue, so it means they'll attack. The blue one have the statue of them eating the evil thoughts, because that's what those blue shiny things are, like the evil things. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Aren't they so cute?
They're
These
so
are like
incredibly adorable. Look, this one's orange now.
Yeah, I love when. I think that means they're multi-purpose. Feed the pinks, and we can go look at the cutscenes.
Yeah.
To show Ridley and Crispy.
Because we care about you, and we'll do that. And also, we just like watching them. They really look good.
You'll see Lance. Ridley, I have to update you. I have a crush on Lance.
I mean, he's not actually genuinely a bad guy. He's just more. The fact is,
he holds himself like Infinite from Sonic Forces, and it does
forever to remember that.
That does throw me off a little bit because it's weird, but
look it up.
He's very attractive. And that's what she said in the book. The whole thing about them was that the fact that Balan and Lance are known to be very attractive beings.
They are constantly pointed out that they're like ethereally handsome.
How beautiful they are.
And so you naturally want, and that's the thing actually that's kind of ironic in a way, is that Lance is the being of negativity, Balan's the being of positivity. But ironically enough, they're in the beginning of the book, they're trapped by Lance, and they don't realize anything's wrong because he's so kind to them, and he's very beautiful. Yeah. So they're like, they don't see anything wrong. And so, ironically, they can't remember because the whole deal that you're going to show you in the cutscene is that they were brought here because something is off in their heart. The positive and negative sides in their heart are unbalanced. So they come to this place, which is Wonderworld. It's like the human subconsciousness to fix their hearts. The problem is, though...
How do I, just save?
Yeah, save, and then go to the title screen. So the problem is, though, is that they, guests are supposed to come here, fix their heart, and leave. However, Lance threw a wrench into that, but he has 12 different guests here, which are the 12 different levels, who he kept here, repressed their memories, and then they're just living their best lives right now, but they don't realize they're not in the real world. They just live their dream every single day, but they're never facing what caused them to become imbalanced in the first place, so they still continue to breed negativity, which makes him stronger, which is unbalancing Wonderworld in general.
And eventually we are going to play two-player. It's play with a friend. Probably when the levels get harder. Just heads up on that. That will happen.
If you're looking for the thing, it's in the theater.
So, get ready to lose your pants, baby.
Why do you lose your pants?
Lose your pants! So we're going to go through just all of them. It'll probably just take like 5 minutes, because they're all like 30 seconds each, I think. So,
well,
so
first
this
two are a
is
little
Leo's opening. This is the opening of your first cutscene. So this is like the opening of the game. This is the first cutscene in starting the levels. And we're playing as Leo. You'll see. He's the little guy with the headband.
There's voice acting, but they do not speak English. Just letting you know.
It's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure hair.
I just love the.
I want to play as that girl. Why can't she's Princess Jasmine. He's got AirPods in. He can't hear us. He's gonna get hit by a truck.
So he's a dancer.
I'm Princess Jasmine. I want to be her. He can't hear us. He's got AirPods in. So he feels like he's alone. Sorry, I need to stop talking.
So essentially, the thing is, I believe it's like he was.
We'll talk over this one because it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Well, there's not any speaking, but he was betrayed by a friend, so he thinks that he doesn't need anyone anymore. He believes he can be entirely happy by himself.
Yeah, essentially he's being. That's what I said. I was about to say the same thing. Really, he's too edgy for us. He's too cool for me. Balan's opening.
So anyway, whenever someone's heart is unbalanced, a mysterious theater appears to them.
Yeah. So this is them. This is the beginning of the game. This is just like the game opening cutscene.
It looks so pretty.
Look at the dims.
That's the other protagonist, Emma.
Mm-hmm. We chose a boy though because he looks swag.
And he's angsty.
Yeah, he's angsty. I'm wearing my hair like her. I didn't even notice.
Essentially, they both have issues trusting people.
Mm-hmm.
Ushuetio. Emo Kuryu. Yay, Autonezu. Kuryu Otosuo. Pasonin ni. Emit Uosasi.
It's Aladdin.
Yeah, clearly is.
It's Friend Like Me remix. Look at the textures on his costume and how his face looks like wool. I mean, come on. That's like a mixture. If you mixed Hazbin Hotel with Aladdin, that's what you're getting.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's exactly what you're getting because they literally played an off-brand version of Genie's Friend Like Me. Well, it's literally that. If you listen to it, it's exactly that.
So that's why I say Balan has a similar no, Herman's the next one.
My name's the next one.
So this guy is awesome.
I love this guy because he gives me also Big Princess and the Frog energy.
Well, he's also, like, the reason I say that he has a similar style to Knights, but I say he's a more mature character than Knights, is because he's not explicitly a hero. He's the being of positivity. He runs the theater. His job is essentially to bring people there and help them rebalance their hearts. He's not explicitly compelled to help or hurt them. He's more going to just do what he thinks is fine.
So if you see, that's Balan. He's the one who's got the top hat, the white. Down here, over here is Lance. Evie showed me his original artwork.
And she fell in love.
He looks the same. He looks like he's from Danganronpa, actually. His hair, the way that it's drawn.
I've even shown you the file image in
very,
the book, and hit me hard.
Crying. His original artwork is, he looks kind of like this, except he's got the same color palette, except his is blue and white versus Balan is red and white. But he does come in a white color palette, so obviously he's distorted, hence why he's in purple. So this is the first boss. It's going to show you him, and then his, like, fear. So we have Leo, and Leo's, like, fear, like Evie described it, the piece of his heart that's missing is he can't trust people, and you saw Emma. She's got something where she can't trust people.
Her parents are super rich, so everyone's always gossiping about her, so she doesn't know who to trust because she thinks everyone is just trying to get to her because her parents are rich.
Yeah, you can see the difference because she had blue, and he had red undertones, so hers was, like, a sad, can't trust people. His was more like an angry, can't trust people.
And actually, in the book, that's the reason why he falls for Lance's deception and Emma doesn't.
He's actually not the true protagonist. Emma is the true protagonist here. Leo is, like, the second protagonist.
He has to be rescued first.
Yeah. So I was like, that's interesting that we took his thing to see how
the stream is. No, it's not.
What was the title? I forgot what it says.
This game is good.
Yeah! No, I love this game so far.
Sounds like nice, but without...
It's okay. He doesn't have the cleft butt cheeks of the low poly butt, but he's got the high poly. We haven't seen Lance's butt yet, so we're holding out for Lance's butt. Balan's butt is more like he's got two legs that it looks like they just stuck them to like a piece of putty, and they're like, "Here's a butt."
These things.
I always look at their butts. What do you ask? So
that's why I do ask. Actually, in fact, that's exactly why I ask.
So let's do this one. So you can see Farmer No Chin, as I like to call him, because he doesn't have a chin. There's two male non-protagonist characters, and neither of them have chins, so I'm wondering if that's a theme. You can only be a protagonist if you have a chin.
Okay, I guess.
Thank you, Ridley. Someone's on my side. Thank you. Moonhill will find you for following us. Hey, what's up? Not a hoax. We do like this game. We're trying to fight for war people against all of the internet.
I love it. Well, that's the thing is, like, the funny thing is that they say everyone hates it. It's really not. It's more like everyone who bought it at $60 at release day are the people who have it right now. Once this game goes down in price, you're going to get more of the casual gamers playing it. It's going to even out.
That's good. So let's watch Farmer No Chin be afraid of the wind. Very noble.
Okay, so what actually happens is that each of these stages is built upon someone else's.
Breaking this game, right? Making fun of this game. Well, in a way, not
in a cruel way. It's more in the
not
way
tearing down. We're trying to give it a just appraisal. Like, I'll make fun of Farmer No Chin. He doesn't have a chin. He looks dumb. We're gonna. Why do you have a beard if you
wasted $60 on No Chins?
Where are the chins in my game?
It is. So essentially, here's
it's basically. I didn't even think of that. It's Farmville.
Take a deep breath, Madeline.
This game is like if you just took elements of everything and kind of, we've got Skylanders, we've got Aladdin, we've got Hazbin Hotel, we've got Farmville now. What next?
Well, I don't know.
We got Sonic Forces. Yeah, so you saw Farmer No Chin's fear. He's working super hard for his farm.
I want to just explain what's happening here. So essentially, when you go into the stages,
instead of reading Metacritic, you bet Metacritic is good. I haven't read them because I don't know how to read. Unfortunately, I never went to kindergarten, so I don't know how
personally. But just because review sites usually are like, I don't know, they always feel like they're jaded in some way. But anyway, it's more like you think about IGN or going on to GameSpot or something like that. You feel like I feel like you're going at this from an angle. You're not just going at it as a gamer.
No, here's the thing. I have my degree in communication with the concentration in media studies. Therefore, I can tell you, they all have agendas. Somebody's always paying them under the table. I'll buy you a taco if you give it a 3. And they're like, lunch for me today. Yeah. There's always an agenda. You really can't trust any big sources. Your best chance is looking for people impartial opinions. Like Evie saw a YouTube video. They have no experience with Knights and no experience with Sonic, so they gave it a fair review. If you're finding people who, like
he didn't love absolutely everything about the game, but he enjoyed it enough to complete it 100%.
If you're finding people who are extreme gamers, they're going to come at it more jaded because they've seen greater things and they've seen worse things. It also depends on their category of gaming.
And the thing I was going to say, well, I have an opinion on that in a minute, but the thing I was going to say with the stages is that, so, like you saw before, I was going into stages that look like the little flowing islands, and there's, like, you know, curtains behind them.
Yeah.
So, all the different guests, like, going back to what I was saying before, so all the different guests live on what's called a stage, like, literally, like, a theater stage. Mm-hmm. And they can change it however they want. It's literally like Palaces in Persona 5, where they can change it however they choose.
That's the other game.
They're, like, rulers of their stages. The thing is though, all their stages are missing one thing, it's the thing they fear most, the thing that is negative, the thing that they forgot. They essentially let go of in order to have this perfect paradise. The problem is when Leo comes in, and namely Emma comes in, it shakes everything up. So now they're starting to remember those things. So the first part of the book is literally them being like, okay, what's wrong? We keep getting this weird vision of a girl and a man in a top hat. We don't know where, and they totally forgot exactly what happened.
Emma, again, is the true protagonist. We're playing on Leo's story right now, so we're actually not playing, like, the true protagonist playthrough. Like, in our Knights playthrough, we accidentally played as, like, the non-true protagonist. They're both technically, but we played, like, the girl first, and then the boy, when the boy obviously was meant to be played first.
The girl is just way better to start with.
Yeah. Either way, let's watch Lance really fast. You can see,
because we all see why Madeline likes this guy.
Why I have a crush on this guy.
Lance is honestly really cool.
It's the eyes. I have a type, and it's always in the eyes.
It's always in the eyes. I mean, the characters in this game are just so well.
He's lost a piece of his heart, and this is how Lance comes in to help him. And that's how they become the boss for the level.
Yeah.
He takes that fear.
Stop.
Do you want to watch it again?
We'll watch it one more time.
We'll watch it one more time.
So
we'll talk during this one, though.
So essentially, the deal that happens is
I told you, it's all in the eyes.
Once they all realize what's going on, and essentially Lance twists it and tells them to balance their enemy, because he says he's trying to get you to leave Wonderworld. He doesn't tell them that that's what they're supposed to do in the first place. So he says, I will give you the power to protect your stages. So he
holds himself exactly like Infinite does with Sonic Forces. He holds himself the same way.
Isn't it?
It's almost like they took the same base model and then redid it, you know?
Yuji Naka was the guy who helped design the early Sonic, so yeah, he is a Sonic character because he kind of designed Sonic.
We have the guy who made the Sonic characters, it's the same guy. That's the thing, is like...
He's got a distinctive art style.
He's this, you can very much feel the same touch throughout some Sonic games, throughout definitely the Nice games, and in this game, you can definitely see the familiarity, especially in the characters and how
looks
they
like
move.
Infinite, but more edgy. Yeah, well,
yes.
Here's the difference.
Yes.
Infinite is edgy without any backing up. Lance is edgy effortlessly.
Yeah, like once we get through the whole game, Evie will have just like a whole time we sit down and just talk about the book and its relevance to the lore of the game, because she read that and essentially it explains Lance's entire life, where he is a well-built antagonist because he's not the villain. That's the trick. He's a great antagonist, but he's not a villain.
They're just playing roles like you would in a theater production. And the thing that's interesting about is that actually is almost really tragic once you get to know all the 12 guests who are there, is that he didn't trick them. He said, you don't want to follow this path, and every time they said, no, I want to know. So when they do remember this horrible thing they left behind in the real world, they don't want that. They don't want the pain back. This actually reminds us
that's just like, if anybody played Persona 5 Royal specifically, the final palace, or like the new added one with Kasumi, runs, sorry, spoilers, the same way, in the way of you can choose, I won't say who or when or what, but a character has an option to live with the truth or continue living in the distortion of the palace, and they
forget the bad things.
They look you dead in the eyes and say, I can't live with the reality, and they choose to willingly stay in the deceptions of the palace.
And they fight you over it.
And you go through 3 consecutive boss fights trying to pull them out of this world they've let themselves be sucked into, and that's exactly how this goes.
Exactly how this is going.
They're, looked in the eyes and said, you can know the truth, and you can live the truth, or you can stay in this deception, and they'll look you in the eyes and be, I want to stay in the deception. It's easier.
When that chapter happened, it hurt so much because of the fact you learn that all these kids, and some of them are legitimately kids. There's adults and there's teenagers, but some of them are legitimately kids, and they're willing to go and fight and turn into monsters.
While she talks,
into literal monsters for all time, because they don't realize that there's no, like, as long as their stages are under attack, they will still be warped by negativity.
So now we've beat him. This happens. We're just gonna go through the cutscenes faster now while we talk, because the beginnings are most important. So every time you beat the boss, you have a sick dance-off.
Well, it makes sense, because you're in a musical, and...
The whole thing is, you're in a theater, and these are stages, such as musical stages.
So essentially you have to purify them. It's fun. But anyway, so, the whole thing, Madeline really likes them.
Yes, girl, I'm choreographing.
But the thing...
We didn't get the spiky head suit.
No, it's obvious somewhere.
Farmer Nochin did an aerial. That's such a hard, complex move. Anyways, keep going.
No, but
I've danced, not in any professional competitive setting before, but I've danced before, so I know that that's difficult.
Well, also these songs are honestly catchy. But the whole thing is that, so the thing, they all turn into monsters willingly, and their stages originally look like paradises. The reason they look like levels now is because they put in traps and things in order to try and stop what they originally thought was Balan and Emma as evil people.
So the last one was in-game graphics. This is back to the cutscene level of graphics, just so you can see the difference between the two.
Oh, you don't even know the rest of the characters. His is actually the most tame of all of them.
Yeah.
So,
it survived! And literally, I was like, just pick up the other corn. It's just dirty. Just pick it up.
I don't think you can sell that.
Wash it off. We've bought worse at the farmer's market.
Essentially what happens is when they
He
pass...
finds his resolve to keep going.
Yeah, when you get through the negativity, then they're able to see what's on the other side, but they have to face essentially their biggest darkness in order for that to happen. Hers is actually sad, but it's not even the worst one.
We'll play probably hers, and then just keep going with the levels.
Sure. Hers is one that's kind of like...
If you know it's just Dirty Dead, that's all I'm saying. It's just dirty. If you've played Danganronpa...
So she was the water level.
Yeah, so the inevitable water level.
So essentially
she literally almost...
The dolphin got too playful and accidentally knocked off her air tank, and she almost drowned.
And you can tell, like, it's serious because she's in the hospital because she almost drowned.
Yeah, she had to get saved by another diver. So she became terrified of the ocean, which she, originally was the thing she loved most.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which is sad. Like, literally in her stage, she has an ocean, and it's beautiful, and she's at, all of them are called different things. Like, Farmer's called Scarecrow, because they don't remember their names. They don't even remember their previous lives. They've been there that long.
Mm-hmm.
And so, her thing...
Yeah, I thought the same thing, too. I was like, so Echo...
So
essentially, mean now, I guess.
So essentially, well, that's not exactly how it happened. Obviously, it's been warped by her recalling it. Mm-hmm. Is that she's called Sea Gazer, and the thing that's actually kind of sad about hers is that she has this beautiful beach. She loves the water, but she won't touch it, and she can't remember why. She can't remember why she's afraid to touch the water.
All of their levels are centered around what's missing, not what they already have.
Yeah, like Madeline actually has been pretty good about that. Like the last one she picked up on what was the thing that was missing? It was butterflies, because there's butterfly designs everywhere.
Butterfly designs everywhere, but there were no actual butterflies. Like hers, there's water everywhere.
But there were no dolphins.
But no dolphins, and there was dolphin symbolism, like there's a dolphin suit, but no actual dolphins. Same thing, we got a butterfly suit, but there were no butterflies. You can see again, this is in-game graphics.
But even this doesn't look bad.
I think it... Still, I've seen way worse games, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And we are playing on PS4 for higher quality graphics.
Oh, PS5, this thing looks beautiful.
Yeah, the PS5 obviously is going to run the best. We don't have a PS5, we're not rich. And we weren't going to play on the Switch because the Switch can really only handle so much.
Yeah, let's be honest here. We want this game to look beautiful.
Pose. If anyone has played Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, which I love that game, very obsessed with it, her hair is exactly the same as Aoi Asahina's, and she has the same exact story too. She loves swimming, except Aoi's just is side part.
Also, I should mention this isn't reality. This is just them
in their brains.
Yeah, in their brain. They have to essentially
see the dolphin was like, "Hey, sorry, I almost killed you." It's an accident, I guess. I love dolphins. They're so cute. Now I'm terrified. Yeah, because it almost killed her. I guess I don't know.
Well, essentially, she panicked because she lost her rebreather, and then she started taking in water, so another diver had to save her. And so
they were all in the book. So that's how she knows.
They go more in depth into the story behind each of them, but it's not. It's pretty
much
the same.
We'll give you the quick summary. So this girl likes bugs. Like, she would take care of the bugs in the class, and everyone's like, "Ha, bug girl, gross," and she was like, eh. So then she was sad because everyone would bully her because she took care of the bugs.
Yeah, and the thing is that she went through so much trouble and effort, like literally driving miles away to go and get special food for them. And so, and the thing that drew her over the edge actually was the fact that you can kind of see you're paying attention in her cutscene, but is that one of the ones that was going into the Caprose that was going to the pupa stage, is that it was getting sickly. And she didn't know how to fix it, so she's like, if even I can't help the bugs, then clearly I'm useless.
Yeah, I can't do anything.
Then she kind of fell apart there, and so that's why at the end it actually turned into a butterfly.
You can see on the right, she's a butterfly.
Shows that she didn't actually, she didn't kill it. She thought she killed it, and that's why she kind of tipped over the edge. But there's like, no, and then it
went insane, killed everyone. Killed everyone.
Well,
and then this one,
her, she's a child,
is Vector from Despicable Me. Looks just like him.
You should play them because you need to show how Balan's hidden in every scene.
Oh, I forgot to look. Balan's hidden in all of them, and I forgot to look in the first two again. I didn't see him though.
He's in the first one because he's the Scarecrow.
I didn't see it in hers though.
I forgot to look, honestly.
Okay, we'll play these because we said we weren't, and then we are going to because we are.
Also, it's the Wiggler.
It's the Wiggler from Mario.
You couldn't remember what it was from?
Super Mario Sunshine.
Just Mario.
See? Eat it. Do you like how their character models just do this?
Ah!
Honestly, same. Girl, me too. Sometimes my character model freezes when I see bugs. Wow. Her boss looked really cool.
Oh, it was a cool looking boss.
So we'll skip the dance, we'll just go to the end so you can see. It's Chad and Sandy from Greece. What's that guy's name? Danny?
Butterfly.
Butterfly's not even cute, it's a moth. She hatched a moth. Like, they could give her a monarch butterfly or something cool. They're like, here's a common butterfly. See, there's Balan right there.
Because he's running the show, so you can find him in all the different things.
That one I think is the most obvious.
That one's the most obvious.
Except for, this one is a little obvious too. Like, they get, I think, more obvious as it goes on. So this is crazy Vector from Despicable Me. Looks just like him.
But he's
Tell
called,
me he's not.
He's called Skygazer, and his thing is he is obsessed with trying to fly.
He's Icarus.
And by I mean, like, that's his falling, is that he's obsessed with it. He was so obsessed with it that
He's got the Virion hair.
He essentially didn't think it hurt.
See, there's Balan. Same. Like, bruh, how do you think that was gonna... Are you not... I thought
essentially he's not paying
smart.
attention and he's getting hurt because he's doing it without any sort of consideration.
You're so, it goes so crazy, your hair turns brown and also becomes an afro. Your hair changes texture and color. Me too.
It's not that far off the main color.
His hair is green and it just turned brown.
Well, essentially the idea is that he was going at it too fast and he wasn't paying attention to the mistakes he was making, so he was kind of creating his own instructions.
I'm saying, like, the animation in this is so good.
So he found out that once he slowed down and thought it through, then he could actually figure it out.
Like, the textures are really nice. Imagine knights in this kind of graphics, bro.
I know. Like, the thing is, you gotta admit, the animation in this is just beautiful.
He just dies. Also, there's no way that he can pedal fast enough to do that, buddy. With how slow he's pedaling, bro, I gotta see fast. Speedy legs. We're on Peloton.
The fact that this could
Level 5! Faster! Uphill! Tighten it 3 notches! Yeah, I took a spin class in college. Not really, I took CrossFit, but
Wait,
spin
you really took a spin class?
I took a CrossFit class, like a cross training.
And
one of the days, we did a 4-day rotation. One of them was a pool day, one of them was a spin day, one of them was like a hard workout, and then the other one was just like a easy workout.
That's on like the schedule. Spin class, pool, hard day.
Yeah, it was just like, well, we didn't have like for the other 2 days. It was like we were just in like the studio, so sometimes we'd be doing like we had this one where we had to drum on the floor. They have like exercise drumsticks. It was so hard. So the worst part is because it was a 100 level gym class for a requirement. You had to wear these gray shirts. I'm like, why would you take the shirt that shows sweat the easiest? Gray faded because you had to rent them from the front desk. So you'd be like,
you had to rent a shirt?
You had to rent a shirt every class. You can go buy one for $30, but I'm not going to. So you had to go give them your student ID, rent a shirt, put it on, go to class, take it off, turn it in, sweaty, rent a towel so you can shower. I'm gonna bring in a towel. Rent it. But we had one of them. I just remember so vaguely. They had mats on the floor. And you had these drumsticks meant for exercise, and when you just drummed, bro, your quads were burning because you couldn't sit down. You had to bend over, and you were like, ah! So hard. Pool day was my favorite, except for the fact that, like, I was one of, like, 2 girls who were active, like, athletic, I guess, in a way. The rest of them were just, like, girls who did normal gym stuff. Like, they're still, you know, active, but we would go to the pool day, and they're in, like, their bikinis and stuff, and I'm in a one-piece, like, we're playing water polo! Anyways, what?
You pressed the A button.
Oh, I pressed. There's only one button! There isn't a B button!
Actually, there's one thing we have to comment about on this game.
I pressed what should have been the B button, and there isn't one!
There's no back button, so that does make it hard to navigate menus.
Yeah.
If we had to give any critique towards this game so far, it's hard to navigate menus. It's very hard to navigate menus.
Anyways.
Anyway, but,
Man.
So, essentially what's happening, the reason we're doing this.
Yeah, sorry that took like a 20-minute tangent, but
we haven't even started a level yet.
What else is freaking new, dog? Where's level 5?
Over there.
Okay, so, new level, new me, CrossFit. I like that class. I got a B in it.
Why did you get B in CrossFit?
Because I didn't do well in the written test. I got an A in the physical portion. I got a 60. How do
you feel?
I didn't. That's only a C. It's the bottom edge of a C, but it's a C. Because you had to know every muscle and every bone for the final exam, and we had like 2 lectures over the whole semester.
Isn't that essentially what you would do for a biology class?
No. Biology?
I remember.
Biology's knowing
or maybe
mitosis.
Maybe it's anthropology.
Anthropology, but I took the one that
That's why I had to do that.
Anthropology, I took physical anthropology. Oh, those guys look cool. They look like ostriches. And all you had to do is know about like humanoids and stuff. I never paid attention.
So this is the watcher.
I just knew one homonym and then I just made it up.
So this is the Watcher of the Woods. Is this person?
Oh, he's back. I was gonna say, always backtrack. Why did he slide like that?
I'm done.
He just slid. Because when you stop, it stops like realistically when you slide a little bit. You don't like just hard stop.
We haven't even started the game. We haven't even gotten past the first checkpoint.
Anyways, when you don't have a suit, you can just die infinite times. I mean, this is also like the Lego games. If you've ever played the Lego games, where you can die forever.
Can we just take a moment?
How
did you die before we did anything? We've done nothing.
So there's the girl up there.
Oh gosh,
I like her hair.
Well, you notice how the birds look like her? Also, that's the other thing. The costumes, like, since these stages are these people's hearts, it's literally the key's over there.
Oh, I was like, I don't have a key yet.
Was that since?
You're
just having a rough
there.
time.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not good at platforming, so the fact that I've gotten this far, it's because it's a seesaw?
Yeah.
I'm so stupid sometimes.
Over there.
It really...
Anyway,
it really
so
shocks
essentially
me,
the reason that there's the idea of costumes here. Oh, cool. So it's like the wolf, but you just throw it instead.
Look at me, Swan Lake.
Nice.
Okay.
Anyway, so,
oh great, there's gonna be tornado enemies.
Yeah. But essentially, so the whole thing is that, the stages are the person's heart, so you aren't actually pulling your own power out of these.
I forgot how loose his running is. That does bother me some, because I'm bad at steering. Oh.
Although I could name a couple games where I've also had that problem.
Loose steering, yeah. like any racing game ever. Oh my gosh! I was focusing on how loud you were chewing this Pocky. I was like, man, how does she do that? She's so loud!
I've been doing this whole time, just letting you know.
Well, I only heard it now because I'm not talking. Normally I'm talking over you, so it's fine. Speed boost. Like, bro, get some goggles.
Isn't that what the hat's for?
No! He needs goggles for his face. Karate. Play! Could've knew. That one was a little bit hard because I didn't know when he was gonna stop. Yeah! Come on, his theme sounds like Friend Like Me
It does.
from Aladdin.
It has that very showy vibe.
So like the same rhythm, like the same underlying melody, you know? The same song. I don't even know about it. Be your pleasure, please. Up, up, dee, up, dee. I never had a friend like me. Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering
Yeah, I wrote
you were
this
singing
song.
that.
Oh look, it's a different statue. He's like crouching now. There's like something in front of my face. I think it was just me flinging stuff.
So by all means, run off the stage again.
Okay, it's kind of hard to when it gets to stages like this, when it's like a lot of stuff. Also, the camera I am manually controlling, so we can't complain about the camera because that's just me.
That's just
That's just me
ability
being
to
bad.
control the
There
camera.
is an auto camera setting. I am just a manual camera person because I like to, you know, twitch the camera
So
around and look
essentially
at
what I was
everything.
saying before is that these stages are just people's hearts. So actually when they go and use your
Oh, I forgot I could do that.
yes, I'm like use your
I was
whirlwind
like, I gotta
thing.
jump on them.
But
And I can deflect their twisters back at me.
you can exactly.
Eat twister, dog. I think I accidentally hit my kid. Oh no, he just does that. Bert, get out.
I think he's actually stuck in the corner.
I know, what the heck? Bert, come on. Also, it turns like Scottish whenever there's stuff, like the bagpipes and like the chanting come out. Ooh, la, la. I'm like, whoa,
So
whoa, whoa.
essentially,
This is gonna be
the
a lot
whole
of
deal
this.
is
This
that
junk.
in
Oh, I already hate this.
Madeline's got great clapping skills.
Honestly, like the fact that I've been able to play this game up to now, I think is really impressive considering I'm one of the three
You have
worst.
to hit those or something?
I'm wondering if I have. I thought I had like. No.
Oh look, it's bringing in you a little baby.
I just got a baby for a hat.
No, it
Oh,
literally
I just.
brought you a baby.
Oh, I just like I
It
thought.
brought you a small child.
I thought I just like was like, oh, baby hat.
Crispy likes the map.
Thanks.
But anyway, so the whole deal is that the reason you're able to do costumes is that everyone has the ability to transform.
My
The
knee
problem
really
is that the
hurts.
bosses essentially cast out the positive pieces of their heart. That's what you actually have to go find in order to find them at all.
And these little things right here are actually tears, like literal tears.
Like every time a human
oh, this guy's cute. The little egg
cute.
body.
every time a
My
human
knee
cries,
hurts.
for better or for worse, it turns into crystallized energy, which the Negati, which are the black monsters, or the Tims can eat.
Ooh, statue. I think this chameleon. We had a
Eating.
case a second ago.
I
I
used it to get another costume.
I think that chameleon guy is
Egg.
I saw it. Is the one that we need to have. I had this egg.
You got it. But essentially, so the reason you're able to shift is that you are literally, this isn't your ability, you're pulling from the power of their stage and using it to give yourself power, essentially.
I knew
That's what those things are for.
Bloink, bloink. I thought we had to like. This reminds me of Bunny Day from Animal Crossing. If anyone knows that.
Your size only
Oh, I
size.
can't get up. Okay, so we're over there. What is it? Oh,
Cool. Targeting.
yeet.
Nice. And you need to collect a certain amount of these in order to get the next
Here, Ridley.
three
See,
stages.
look at his butt. It's not nearly as cleft as
Why are you
nice.
staring at people's
But
butts?
it is. It's my job. It's my literal. I'm unemployed except for looking at
Butts.
fictional characters' butts. My children. Bloink. Ooh la la. That's nice. Can I just shoot it fast? No, I have to aim. Okay, I was just wondering. So I can't jump, but I can do that. I'm assuming that guy, offensively, that one's on fire.
That's a thing.
Can pull them. And this is similar. So this game is really an amalgamation of other games. This battle combat style is very similar to Kingdom Hearts, and like when you're facing the like base
randomly
harness.
show up and you just got it's on fire and chasing you.
Yeah, it's like it's got different enemies. They never say anything specific about them unless like you can look it up, I guess.
Oh, another cool thing that they don't tell you in the tutorials.
Because the thing about this game is that there's not any tutorials.
You see how the lady's up there? This is her stage. You see, they've completely cast off the positivity of their heart. That's why they turned into monsters. But they're, hey, what's
Buzzy,
up?
I haven't seen you in a while.
We're having fun. And so essentially what happens is that the positive piece of their heart, though, is their desire to be saved.
Did I come from this way?
Yes, you did. And so illusions of that person will lead you through the stage. So if you can find the illusion of them, it will lead you the way forward. So if you're ever lost, you just have to look for the person, and they'll show you where you need to go next. So if she's over there, it means we need to head that way.
Yeah. Which means I'm going to head not that way first.
You're going to fall off, so why don't you just go that way to start off?
This way? But there's that. I want that.
Well, you're going to have to go up at some point, so... You have to hit the one up there to be on top of that button.
Going. Button time, baby. Okay. I want to get to the statue. How do I achieve that? How do I get up there? Over there, I guess. How do I get over there? How do I get up there? I don't know. The second button. I wonder where that one goes. Can I do that? No, to jump down. Okay. Because I don't think I can fight in this costume.
Yeah, not all of them are meant for...
Oh, man! That was dumb.
Hey!
An egg. My favorite offensive costume would still probably be the homing attack Sonic
Although
one.
the Jelly Jolt one is really good too.
Yeah, there's a jellyfish one from the Water World. I don't think any of you guys saw us get because it was last Friday. But anytime you jump, you have an electric force field around you. That one's pretty good. That's just it. I like the combat style of the game because they give you a lot of options and it's never like... There's no hard and fast... It's kind of like Skylanders in the way there's no hard and fast rule of you have to use this costume for this.
Just hit the guy and it dies.
Yeah, except for in certain areas like this one, obviously you have to have this costume to, progress certain portions. That makes...
Well,
was I supposed to do that first?
Potentially. But the thing I find actually most interesting about this game, and the thing is, like, I'm someone who will complete a game and probably not 100%. I'll try to just be like, okay, I'm done. And this is actually the reason I kind of fell off with other platformers like Mario Odyssey, honestly. Like, beautiful game, it just didn't hold me. Spyro, other things, Banjo-Kazooie even. It's like, the reason I had never felt like I wanted to stay in those games is like, you do it for a while, and it's fun, and but I never felt compelled to go and replay the levels, to go and find the objects that I was missing. The reason I'm so super compelled to go and, like, replay these levels...
Maybe I can get that lantern?
Potentially.
Sorry, keep going.
Is because... Or if not, there was one we passed on our way in, so we just go find that platform.
True. Keep going.
But the thing is that I'm like... I don't know, it scratches the lizard part of my brain or something like that, but I see...
The lizard part?
It's essentially... No, that's what you call it when it's, like, the part that just kind of innately likes things without a reason. So essentially, the idea is that... Try to, like, maybe you can go up there.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Is that, like... I see a problem, like, I can't reach there yet. I wonder what it is. So every level going forward, I'm thinking about, like, okay, where's the thing I'm looking for that I need? You know? And I don't know why. I just don't feel that with other games where I'll be like, oh, I can't access this right now. I guess I'm not meant to go that way, as opposed to here where I'm like, I can't access that right now, but I probably will be able to later. So I'm already thinking, okay, like when we went to the farmer's level, the first thing I thought when we got a certain costume was, hey, I know where this goes now. You know? So I probably will 100% this game, because, like, why not?
Well, that's the thing. It's
There's
similar
also some really
in a way.
creative ways to find statues.
Yeah, it's the way that we like Skylanders too, because it gives you the opportunity, or like free-to-play games
jump
sometimes.
up there.
I know I'm stupid and I didn't do it.
Oh, no, I think that will get you closer to that thing.
Yeah, that's what I think so. Like certain free-to-play games as well, because, or like toys to game things, because it's all up to you. It's not locked. A lot of times it's not locked on. That was stupid. It's not locked expressly on skill. It's like based off of resource management. Stop chasing me! Like resource management, that kind of stuff. Or like just having items, and I don't know if this is making any sense, because I'm trying to do 6 things at once.
It's okay, you do the thing you're doing first.
That's why I like it, because I think it's accessible to people like me who are really bad at intense games, platforming games, like high skill games. That's why I feel like I lose out on a lot of good experiences.
Yeah,
and
we can't play Ori and the Blind Forest because we both suck at platformers.
So bad. Yeah, thank you.
We want to,
but
we suck at them.
Yeah, I can do stuff like Animal Crossing, you know, Kirby. I'm stuck at more mid-level difficulty games, just because I'm not a high-level skilled gamer and all that stuff. And you eat my tornado and die, please, bro. Cannot. Well, you got him. Did I get him? Okay, good. I'm only worried because I don't want to lose this costume because I just got it. Let's see. Can I hit that?
Yeah, I think so.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Bruh.
You grabbed it for a second.
Gotta gloop it. Gotta get the top right.
You like
Ah!
try stepping like a half a step forward.
Okay, I just don't want to hurt my kids. They're sleeping.
There we go.
I was just too far.
You weren't close enough to the edge.
Because now I'm trying to get little secrets and stuff. Yay, egg while we can.
I love the little houses.
Yeah, it's very cute because it's very realistic. So there's that.
See if you can go
I need to
higher.
get, yeah, it's like I need to get higher. But for a lot of these, I'm just not close enough.
Have you tried traveling on the outside and you'll find something? Like go back to the...
Right here?
Yeah. Like see if you can go around the corner from where that house is. True.
I don't see anything. That was a good suggestion. I'll keep looking there. You can keep
The
talking.
thing is that I like the level design of this because I don't know, for some reason, because there's so many moving pieces and things that can change, and like, you know, getting the power-ups, it just makes me think harder about it. It's almost like puzzly along with platforming. And I gotta agree with Madeline, like, I'm just not super good at platformers, so, like, I talk about how Mario drives me crazy because there's like 6 different ways to jump. You have a regular jump, a long jump, a double jump, a wall jump, a super long jump, a ground pound, you know, like there's 16 different like ways to do a thing. And that's the reason I ultimately had to like, I always like came out of Mario games or wasn't very immersed is because, you know, I just wasn't very good at it. I hated wall jumping. Or like if I need to be able to execute a certain like button combination.
Well, even like Sonic Colors
to, like,
too, like to show that we're not.
Yeah.
Obviously, are we impartial more towards Sega? Yes,
because we grew up with
that's
that.
just
I mean, I
something
can
where
say the same thing
yeah,
with
honestly-
Spyro. I hated gliding in Spyro because I just could never get the timing right. I love Spyro, but I just was not very good at it. And that's actually in some ways the worst thing is that when you like a game, but you're not good enough to complete a game. This for 1 second feels like something I couldn't complete if I put enough into it. And that's actually why I like the Knights games too.
I'll just come back and do that part later.
Even doing Journey into Dreams where I had issues at some times in certain levels, it never felt like it was something I couldn't get given enough time.
yeah.
The other ones is like, I don't know if I have the skill level to this, honestly. That's why we kind of like quit playing with Ori, even though we were super intrigued by the art style and the game and
Yeah,
the
it
story.
looks gorgeous and it looks like it'll be super depressing. Break my
I just
heart.
kept getting stuck and I couldn't go forward, so I got frustrated before I could even enjoy the game.
That's it. Speaking of breaking my heart, quick tangent. All my Demon Slayer fans out there, yo, I just saw the movie yesterday. I talked about it earlier, but I didn't really get to talk about it all the way. Homie, heartbreak. Heartbroken. It was so good, but also, there's no way it could be like the #1 movie without being also super painful. Everything is always pain and also sad. But it was so good. Like, if you haven't watched Demon Slayer yet, I would definitely, if you're into anime, I would definitely recommend watching it. I think
Yeah,
it's
come
really,
back
I need to
later.
get stronger, so yeah. It's definitely like a really good anime. There's only 1 season out and the movie, which is like a big chunk of the second season plot arc. It's really good, and I think the characters are really fun
See
to,
if you can jump.
yeah, I was gonna say, to like,
I think you have a high enough jump, you know.
to watch, and the plot is really good, and the animation's phenomenal. The fight scenes, wow, let me tell you, dog.
Okay, I'm just letting you know right now.
I don't think
Tread
I can break
carefully.
that. Can I break that? No. Okay.
I'm just saying, be careful.
Statue.
Yeah, you just have to balance yourself properly.
Ow.
In a game, have you ever watched Violet Evergarden? I have not. No, I'm not.
Oh,
What's
did
it
you change
about?
your name? Chris Panini, I like that.
I like that one. Tell us about it.
Yeah, what's Violet Evergarden? I'd love to hear about it, because Olivia and I have gone into watching animes recently.
Wouldn't
And
it be cool if the
we're a
egg
couple
one,
ways through a
whenever we
couple
find
of
the egg one is literally just a shield.
That'd be so fun.
So you
Should
essentially,
I try to get that? I will lose my suit at least once.
if you don't want to do it, I'll try and get
Okay,
it
I'll
later.
come back.
Just
We'll probably have to come do a lot of these like in our own time.
Well,
Oh,
because
word,
Madeline
baby.
goes to complete them and I go to find like find the secrets. That's cool looking.
So he's obviously
Essentially, you
a
have
fire
to,
spawn.
so essentially you have to blow him out.
I think I have to blow his kids into him. Can't see him. Going too fast.
They got a very heartless design.
That's what I said. It's
really
very.
nice.
This game has so many other games in it. It's almost like if you haven't played that game, you're missing out on that experience. Where I can understand where some people might be more frustrated because of that. Like we've played Kingdom Hearts and Skylanders and Sonic and Adventure Island and Persona. Like so you can
There's
really
Heart Tree.
you can pull out all these little facets of the game that other people, if you're more into Mario games, if you're more into indie games, if you're more into
a
other things,
dedicated platformer than we are.
yeah,
We are
it's like,
not.
you're probably not gonna experience this because this is a lot of, we're pulling a lot from JRPGs and little
go that
one-off
way,
and
you
little
can go
party
the other way.
games. Okay,
Try
so
going
then-
that way.
yeah, I was trying to get this little jewel. So I think with our gaming experience, maybe that's why we like it more. Like even objectively, 'cause I don't really compare this a lot to the Knights series because actually, out of all the games we compare it to, it's really not like any of the Knights games
At all. It's
outside of
art's
story
similar,
elements.
but honestly, it's
The play
so
style
different.
pulls absolutely nothing from the game at all. The playstyle is completely different.
And I just think
Character design of Balan is similar, but even Lance Lance doesn't compare to Balan in the way that Riala compares to Knights. You know,
yeah,
like
those
they
two are
don't
just
feel the same at all.
clearly rivals Sonic Shadow for this. Like honestly, I told you,
I think we're not
reading the novel, I kept thinking of Persona 5. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're going and purifying people's hearts because they've become trapped in their own desires. Wow, that doesn't sound familiar at all.
And this is your heart tree. It's essentially your goal ring. See how it's all purpley like Lance's? That's because it's distorted right now.
Also, wherever you see those curly symbols and stuff like that, it's usually something he's touched. But the whole idea
cool.
is that
So then my Tims come purify it because they're just positivity. So when I touch it, it's essentially my goal ring, and then I get to like see the boss and that kind of stuff. So first of all, the animation and music are gorgeous. That's what I live for. I have a recommendation.
These
Oh,
things here.
see, this is the part of the heart they lost, and I have to return it to them to fix them.
The thing that truly tipped them over is they gave up the two things that mattered most to them. In order to gain Lance's power, they have to give up the last pieces of positivity left in their hearts.
Mm-hmm.
So they do that in order to become monsters. So you have to first of all find those pieces to return to them. Then you have to go and find where they've trapped themselves in order to unlock it. And then you have
they're distorted, so you have to fight them through the
to free them of the distortion.
The boss design is similar to the Knight Saga in the way that the bosses are
They're colorful but eerie.
yeah, undeniably stylistic. Like they all have a theme
so
and they
good.
all look connected and they all very much run in a similar vein. Like Evie said, like look at my babies,
Look at them!
stylized but spooky. Yeah, tell us about what's the plot of Violet Evergarden? Like what kind of
Look at those
because I
little
have a
dudes.
recommendation too if you're
Wow,
into
so
like
many enemies.
we have so many children. I'm trying to get 50 by the way. I'm 10 away from 50 tins.
Go feed the blue ones first. Go feed the
Yellows
yellow ones first, and then
first.
go feed the blue ones.
Yeah. If you're into
Each
like
children.
kind of crime thriller anime, there's one that came out just last year, so the animation on it's really good, and the music.
Look at them all.
Oh my! Let me tell you, the music. I have a playlist called "Songs That Slap Me in My Face," and it's just the music from. I'm not even kidding. Look me up on Spotify. Look up "Songs That Slap Me in the Face," and it has a picture of Bakugo, and that's my playlist with ID Invaded songs on it. It's ID Invaded is what it's called, and it's like a. It follows like serial killers, and it goes inside their. It's like Criminal Minds. It goes inside their minds. It's so good, and it has 1 season and then 2 volumes of manga. Only one right now is translated in English, and the other one's coming out in July. And it's just an anime. It was straight to anime. There's no manga. It's just straight to anime, and then the manga is like the sequel, like the season 2. It's so good. Like the music's so good. It's very concise. It's definitely like, look at my kiddos.
Look at your kids.
Go play. I was like, I definitely would recommend that to anyone if you're like, oh, I don't know, like, what kind of thing I want to watch. Like, obviously, is
I've
it
seen
a
that
little
one, Chucky.
intense? Yes. Is it, you know, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? No. Like, it's not heavily in too much in stylistic choices, and it's also not
Chris
too
Panini
deep.
has thoughts about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh, really? I keep seeing it on TikTok, and I'm like, should I watch it? It looks, here's the thing, I see it, and I'm like, this style is like, at first it throws me off, but then I'm like, I'm also super intrigued by it. But then I keep seeing weird clips of the characters like licking each other. I'm like,
Yeah,
and then this is like normal.
I draw the line at tongues.
Oh, Evie, you're gonna have to read that.
It's kind of hard to say, so I'm gonna do this badly. But basically, in the aftermath of a great war, Violet Evergarden, an ex-soldier, goes to work to this agency that specializes in writing letters to people. Violet is a generally expressionless girl that has a hard time expressing emotions. Sort of like a robot. But it's more me than you. Don't even quote it yourself.
Yeah, I was like, I can't really even say that.
But she's completely human. Ali was like, she's like a robot, but don't worry, she's human.
But
I'm
she's
like, I'm
completely a
suspicious.
human.
I'm
Or is
suspicious.
she? The orange one's my favorite. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. The orange one with the bunny ears is my favorite.
Yeah, we get them when we put the yellow.
I'm trying. I'm giving them a little workout to use up their energies before I go on to the next level. Beep boop beep. Yeah, I think I'm continuing home. Feel free, yeah. You want to type if you have any. Oh, they took off that. If you have any recommendations for animes, definitely like feel free to discourse in the chat.
You know, it's an interesting thing about these ones. Going back into the book things about it is that I like the fact that like originally when all the people who were stuck here, they don't remember anything. I think is funny is that like they originally think the Tims are scary because all they think is see these fuzzy creatures with beady eyes in the darkness because they don't remember what they are. Whenever something like you can only see things that you like have power essentially. Yeah. So they are literally starving. Hello, wild spot. Hey. But it's like the Tims are literally starving because they have no positive energy, so people can't see them. They can see it out like the back of their eye type of thing. And it's the same reason they can't see Balan around Emma is because they're so entrenched in the darkness. I'm like, I like how they're scared of the Tims. They're like, oh my gosh, there's these weird fuzzy things with the beady eyes, and they're gonna come and eat us. I'm just like, yeah, if you knew what these things actually do, you wouldn't be so scared.
See, when you say, I read the rest of her summary of the show, it's about like writing letters and stuff. When you say that, as soon as you say writing letters though, it gives me like flashbacks to Attack on Titan season 4. I don't know why. I died.
Do you need help?
Immediately. It's so hard for me to talk and like focus at the same time.
You want me to talk?
I was trying to do the chameleon suit and I just like lost it. It's fine. This one can't jump. I haven't watched the anime, but I read the entire manga. So it's like I read it before season 4 was even getting close to coming out.
What do you think the deal is with this world? You've been pretty good at guessing the themes of all of them.
Something with birds? Well, because she's a bird lady.
Yeah.
Trophy.
She's the watcher of the woods.
She likes the woods. I haven't seen any birds yet. So I don't know about that. Here's the fire guy? Do you fear fire? I don't know. I don't have enough information yet. Oh,
I think you have to go and
eat farts. I don't think I can get up.
Yeah, you need the fire.
Yeah, I need the fire suit.
Probably go with a proper jump, but yeah, I'm gonna say you need a fire suit.
I'm grabbing extra key while I can. Emotional animes just really take me out because I have like when I feel emotions, it's either 0 or 60,000%. There's like not really in between. Where's the costume? I'm missing it because I have a key but no costume. So it's like that's why I'm kind of like in the middle. Oh, yeah. So it's like that's where I'm kind of like that's where the Demon Slayer one, homie, it just hurt me down bad, honestly, because that show's so good, but also pain, you know, constant pain. And the movie was so good, and it was written so well, and I kind of expected what was happening. Like I read the enough in the manga that I knew kind of the first 20 minutes. Egg. And then I kind of was like expecting it just because it if I could describe it, it would be My Hero Academia season 4. Also, can I jump?
No.
Yes. Yeah, I eat my pants. Eat them. I hope they taste good. It's My Hero Academia season 4 plus the second half of ID Invaded. Plus a little bit of Attack on Titan. Near the end, it feels a little bit like the first 3 seasons of Attack on Titan.
The things over there.
But I'm getting another egg. Come to me, my child. Nice. Oh, there's a thingy.
Yeah, that's
Didn't
what I was
even
saying.
use that.
That's where the fire dude's over there.
Yeah, I'll just run and get it. It's fine. So like that's how I would describe it best. I don't know if you guys are fans of Attack on Titan. Any fans of Attack on Titan in the chat? But it's like I'm so 50-50 on it. Anyways, because I want to like it because the animation's so good. I watched the first season when it first came out when I was in high school.
Now you can go get that other one.
65,000 years ago, and it was good, but I was also like I watched that and then like Death Note, you know, so like those aren't the I'm in battle, please. Those aren't like the best two for someone who's introduced to anime. Like I think watching Yuri on Ice is probably a better option for me personally, just in my preferences, just because I'm a weak little baby with a weak little heart. I'm sensitive, and I like it when my characters don't die.
Honestly.
It's because, well, there's so many that aren't like this. I just happen to also really enjoy the shonen animes, just because it's,
That guy's just going at it.
I was like, can you die, please? It's
He's
like,
running away.
you know when you like Marvel movies or something like that? It's like when you like a certain type of movie, like action-based stuff, but then like also pain. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. No, I don't think I can.
Okay, then I'll get that one.
Yeah, I'll get it when we come back. So it's just like, I like the action stuff because I like how the plot moves along, and I like how it builds the characters, and I like how you can see all these different stuff. I think it's just good. But then also they always make everyone die, and you're like pain. And that's the thing about My Hero Academia. It's so good, but once you break the seal of it's the death seal is what I call it. Once you break the seal of killing the first character, then everyone's up for grabs. Until they kill a character, everyone's safe.
I mean, that's
once they kill the first character, everybody
Ruby
dies.
Ruby did literally everything that the show did.
Yeah, except I think My Hero Academia came first.
Well, it definitely came first, but
I don't know. It's a bowling minigame. I thought it was,
You
I
do
was
so
like, bowling
good-
suit!
You do so well with all these different, like...
Super emotional.
You just do so well with these sports mini games.
I am notoriously bad. And
She got one of them right.
Can I just...
Yeah.
Ding! Oh, I thought I was holding it. I'm a champion at Wii bowling, by the way. Nice shot! Before I even put it on the screen, baby, I knew what I was gonna say. Like, I'm just skating. Feels like Wii bowling.
I like how that's the most ridiculous thing you think.
Oop,
you
I
can do.
undershot it. No!
You have one pin.
No!
You got one ball. So
Nice shot! 0 F. Fail.
if you miss this one, it'll be funny.
Oh, I almost got it right on the money. Money! I think I should have thrown it way harder at the beginning.
Probably.
You know? I think I should have done that. I think I could have gotten it.
Well, good thing these are just for collecting drops anyway, so.
This is just to feed my kids. I have to feed my kids, please. I have 39 kids.
Yeah, you got more than that at this point. You picked up more eggs along the way.
Hopefully, I'm trying to have 50. My goal is to have 50 kids. In real life. And then also, like,
And
you know,
also
4 Tims is fine. I couldn't imagine having 50 kids. I know some people who have, like, 11 kids. Yo, I want that suit. I get Zappy suit. That's
It
cool.
looks like it has scythe blades. I don't think it's a...
What's this? Oh, this is like a lot of... Oh, that's the suit! That's the suit I want, but I can't
Well, you
get
can
up
come
there.
back
I
to
don't
it
have a
later.
super jump yet. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, 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 bop. Coin, coin. Was I talking about something? I got
Animes?
completely distracted. I like anime, but sometimes I just can't emotionally comprehend it. You know how that is? Sometimes you're like, this show's great, but if I watch it for another 3 seconds, I will die. I'll expire. This is too much emotion for me. Like, we watched ID Invaded, we watched the whole thing, and I was like, oh, man. Emotional. Because, you know, it's talking about going inside people's mind, their chill with the thing. Their cognitions and stuff. I'm not close enough to reach that. So you're like, obviously it's gonna be deep if you go into their cognition.
I noticed how, like, just this level is the one where you figure out how to turn the camera. Because you're doing that way more.
Sorry, I know, this one, there's so many platforms that are open that I just don't know where to look, so I'm trying to, like, kind of figure out my pathway so we can get as much as we can on the first playthrough. And then I was like, Olivia, let's watch something simple, because we also had just watched the Danganronpa first animation, which I love those characters, and watching that made me sad, because they're
You
animated.
would call Maddie in the chat.
When you said you'll expire, I just thought expired Maddie, lol. Movie A Silent Voice. Elliot has watched A Silent Voice. I have not because I heard it's super sad, and I
Yeah,
can't do
I
it to
want
myself. When you said you expired, I thought I expired Maddie. Well, I could be expired. However, I do go by my full name, if you don't know. Or Madeline, if you take the first half of Madeline.
I mean,
Funny story about our nicknames, both of us, because her full name's Evangeline, my full name's Madeline. But I was
I like how
originally
the whole point of
named.
this costume is like, my head's on fire.
My head's on fire. Am I supposed to go back that way? You know what? I'll just keep going for it. We'll get secrets later.
I think just go through all the way. Yes, that's what that is. But
That's what that is. I'll just come back later and get secrets while we're chatting. But see, there's her giant head. I don't know if I can even fight in this costume. Please don't do that. Fart brains. I was actually named to be called Maddie, which is actually funny because that's the one thing I don't go by. My parents were like, my grandma actually wanted me to call Maddie, and so they were going to name me Madison. But then they were like, they don't like that because like someone else named their kid Madison. It was something along the lines of that. So
go light things on headphone.
yeah, headquarter. So then it was Madeline, and we were going to be. Oh, I'm like, I should just touch it. It should work. Why does my brain not work? So, I can almost get it.
How do you get it?
Boing. If I fell and I need the ground pound suit. Oh, now how am I supposed to get back over there?
Just go down.
Oh, look, a different one.
Well, I guess
Nice.
I guess it was still worth it.
Well, because I need 50 to get to the next
You still got one
3
more level.
levels. Yeah.
You still got one more level. I think you played.
I'm so
We know we're gonna get 2 from the boss fights. We do it right.
Yeah, so then actually, once they named me, like, it's supposed to be Evangeline, Madeline, and then our little sister's name was supposed to be Caroline. So they had 3 lines, and, you know, she'd be the cute southern girl, all that good stuff.
I mean, that ultimately happened anyway.
She's still the cute southern girl, in case you're wondering. Oh, those I need the box. Get them, kids. Yeah, attack them. Can't get me behind my corner.
No, you need something else. Not that.
He's gonna get me behind my corner.
I'm behind
Do I need this?
There's something else you need to do in order to get rid of them because they're covered in
They're
spikes.
spiky. I can't like jump on them with flame head. Grab my flame head. Just gonna boom. Can't get me up here.
I think just run for your life.
Hardly. But then we didn't end up being that because then I ended up going by my full name.
Oh, there's more dudes over there.
And she goes by a
They're
nickname,
just
which is
all over the
funny.
place.
So then she's the one that was named her full name because it's beautiful and all that good stuff. And she goes by her nickname, so people like never say her full name. And I was
They
named.
always tell me it's beautiful though. When
I
do.
was named for a nickname. I was named specifically to be called Maddie, and that's the one thing I don't go by, which is funny. Like, oh, I cannot get that over there.
Oh, yeah.
So isn't that
You'll
funny
get
how just things turn out like that?
Yes, such is life.
Yeah.
I think you should just keep going forward and then worry about backtracking.
Oh no,
later.
I'm trying to. I'm just lost. Hey, that was so disrespectful of you, and I can't jump as a lizard. I can jump as a flame guy. Eat my pants and die. I actually just don't know where I'm going.
I think just keep going up.
Yup. Yup. Okay, I'm gonna go this way probably, because I think I fell down and that's what happened. Oh yeah, I got distracted looking at that. That makes sense. So do I need to...
You need to light one of the other.
Oh,
the torch over
that
there.
one over there. I forgot where I was going. And then do a little this, and a little of this, and...
If you want a
like
motion-
expiration date kind of expire. Yes, that would have been 6 years ago. I would have expired. Yeah, it's my expiration date. I think my
If you want
body's
emotions,
expiration
you need
date
to
was
read
like
the
when I
novel.
turned 18, honestly. My body was like, alright, time to be old. And I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, did you say actually get beat? Why would they do that to me? That's so disrespectful, the way that they would just be like, here, run through this. Anyways, where am I going? I went the wrong way!
You have to go up.
Oh. No, I have to go across.
No, go up.
That was so rude! How do I go up?
Up, just right there. Like that.
The level of disrespect is unparalleled. Leave me alone, you stupid blobs. Maybe I can shoot them like this.
Well, no, just shoot. You can shoot across.
I want to see if I can shoot the things.
Right there.
I know, I can see that, but I want to see if I can shoot the other guys. I don't know how to defeat them. Boing, 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 boing. But I have to turn this guy, the other guy can't jump. That's one thing I can say. If you're playing a game and I am supposed to be platforming but I can't jump, I will never play your game again. It's stupid.
Isn't that how Skylanders works?
Yep, that's why I don't play the first one.
You don't jump until the third game.
Yep, that's why I don't play the second one either. I like games where you can jump. Jump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm like, I think that's a fair thing. If you want to say that something that bothers you is that this game doesn't have a designated jump fight, I'm like, yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think it ruins the game because a lot of...
No!
No, I think you just caught him on fire because he hit your head.
Eat my brain. I have to save my kids. No, I was trying to go save my kids!
Well, it doesn't have
Leave
one
me
right now because it's
alone.
not... It would be all big and... puffy.
I know, but I want to... These are hard to jump on because they're tall. Like, I can't get to them from the ceiling. That's why I like the more combat-oriented suits than, like, these multi-purpose suits. I guess we'll just keep getting these. Keep getting hit and dying!
You did touch the checkpoint, right?
Yeah. Boink. Those are the checkpoints, by the way. So you want to explain a little bit more about lore and such for our homies who didn't get to see all of the goodness on Le Friday. I don't know how to get up there. I need to jump.
I'm trying to figure out where you need to go.
So I need to get over there somehow. Oh, never mind. Guess that was it.
There you go. There's your answer.
I win. Boink. Cool. Did it. Yeah, that is that. So I'm just.
I've been also go out that way.
I've been emotionally drained for a while.
If you want more emotional stuff.
I don't. I like to avoid feeling emotions, honestly. And then I'm like, let me watch anime.
That's why
The
I read
most
this book
emotional,
and I was-
like not even like regular ones, not like slice of life. I was like, let me watch the most traumatic and depressing animes I can. I can't see. Okay, now I can see again.
So you go back out there again.
This way?
Yeah.
This way?
You didn't turn the camera. Yeah, that way. Go. Keep going. Turn the camera that way.
Ooh, okay. See, that's all my fault too, because that's manual. You can't blame that on the game. That's not my fault. I do have Blizzard
So
suit.
you just have to do it when like the cube is underneath it.
Stop! 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 Don't dare. I'm gonna eat you. Okay, so I literally just can't. I'm like completely defenseless next to this guy. Bye. No!
I'm sorry.
Evie, why didn't you tell me? I'm stupid. You have to tell me these things.
I did.
Not fast enough giving my eggs. I guess we're just not going there then, which is fine, because I think that was the trophy anyways. I'm
just
gonna
keep
come back
going
for it
forward.
later. I thought that was the way we were going, and then I obviously am wrong.
Let's get the tree.
This
we'll come
happens
back.
every time I like go through it the first time, and I just lose all my junk. Like I never can
You
keep
go
this. I can never keep the suits, and then come back the second time, and I have like 8 of each suit.
I know.
Like they were saying, like I also another critique of this game I heard people saying a lot was, so here I'm putting their heart back.
You're unlocking the cage that they trapped themselves in, which is why.
But
the
now I
stage
have to
is
fight the
dissolving.
boss
'Cause
without an offensive suit, which sucks.
They always have them in the
I
actual
know, I
fight.
know, I know, I know, I know.
You're complaining for no
I
reason.
know, I love complaining. Is that they're saying like there's no health bar, so your health is by suits. And I was like, well, just don't lose your suit, duh. That's not a real bird, dummy. Deforestation. Oh no! Girl, eat them. I didn't guess that actually. Wasn't her hair blue? Yeah! Oh, word! I love me an evil bird. I love some evil birds. That's sick, dog.
They're always so pretty. So essentially, her deal is that she was a professional like bird watcher, and she was watching some like different endangered species, and she tried to tell people, "Hey, you can't be here. There's endangered species here." Like, nope, we got.
And they're
we
like,
got
actually,
development."
we're going to burn everything.
So when they look at that on the side.
Yeah, the birdhouse.
Birdhouse with a
And then the bosses are always combos of the suits you get in the level. So we didn't get the egg one because that's like one of the hidden ones. But you can see the like ostrich one we
But
get
like,
at the beginning.
they're colorful, but they're still really kind of ominous. Go get the little one.
Dang it.
Well, you probably didn't need that anyway.
I just need to. I have this. Ah.
Wow, and it has a long tongue too.
Yeah. Got him. Got it.
go hit in the stomach. You have to hit in the
So you have to find its swirl thing, which is, as you can tell, it's what Lance has.
Yeah, that's where Lance touched them in order to give them negativity, so they'll protect
And the thing is, why he's not a villain is because he's never mean to them, which is something Evie accented a lot to me last time. Like, I didn't read the book, so I only know what the game is giving me. So I was like, I don't know. This is very, like, Skylanders boss battle-esque in the way of they have,
you know you can hit those tornadoes back, right?
Oh, no, really?
Yeah, you can use your tornadoes as in the bird costume.
Oh, you're right! It did say that. Well, I'm currently in the wrong suit. So it might be. I need to get this key, but it's there.
It's the neck unnerves me, honestly.
He never like abuses them or anything like that. He only gives them, like he saw with the farmer earlier, he only touches them just like once to give them their powers.
Usually it's something in the thing they made clear in the books, like it was something they asked for. He's like, I'll
Yeah,
give you
they
the power
want
to
it to be
defend
like
your
that.
I'll give you the power to defend your stages. If you don't want to leave, I'll make it so you can't leave. And they're like, yes, please give that to us.
Eat that, dog. Ooh, eat it. Big brain! So then their distorted self turns back into the regular self, and then it's Dance Dance Revolution, baby! Favorite part!
No, we haven't.
Also, the subject of...
I've kept myself entirely spoiler-free because I don't want to know. I have not played the first game.
We haven't even been able to do well on Ori the first one, so like...
Yeah, like, until I can beat Ori the first game, I do not know...
She got some big hands.
They all do. Have you not noticed that the art
Nope.
style?
I love the little egg ones. I'm so excited to see them dance. So now we do the dance party part. I do love it. I want to see her style of dance. Yes, ma'am. Get it, air guitar. Her hands just seem bigger than the others.
I think you're only noticing that
I think
now.
it's just because she has nails.
Maybe it's because she has nails.
No, it's because she's... Oh, so she's doing the same dance that the farmer was doing. I think they're doing the same dance.
Probably.
Yeah, it's the same dance. Because she's doing an aerial in this part, and they started with the... Like... I know, I'm a dancer. I'm a professional. Her hands look really big. Does anyone else feel that? It's because she doesn't have like any sleeves or anything.
Maybe it's because she doesn't have sleeves.
Her hands look huge. Yeah, no, we haven't seen anything from the Ori game because
That's intentional.
we're bad at games. Do it and I'll give you money. Yay! Our guy! My favorite man! Yeah, I think the animation in this game is so good. So see, I didn't get all my fighting
The
style
first
suits.
one's like the obvious one, the second one's the hidden one, the third one is just like, you know, the technical one. So you actually missed the obvious one this time.
The obvious suit? I think it was the egg suit.
Probably.
I think I missed the egg suit.
I mean, that's us in general.
It'd be
missing
like
the
that.
obvious.
Plus, it's like they can complain all they want about us, but I think I really don't have any complaints about like the graphics of this game. When people say the graphics are bad, because this is just regular in-game, and I think it plays pretty well. There are been a couple of frame rate drops, but that's on our end because we left the PS4 in sleep mode instead of like power off for like a week. So that's probably just on us for leaving the system on. Because when we played it for on Friday, we played for about 4 hours. We didn't have any frame rate dips. It's only been once or twice so far this stream. But you know, still notable to say it. I think everything works fine. Like, obviously, you have to be used to a more loose control running system. But I think that's just like a personal preference. It's kind of like when you're playing Smash, you know? And your character will keep sliding to the edge of the screen. I think it's kind of like that. That's how I would relate it to it. It's not going to be precision gaming like if you're playing a more intense platformer or action game.
I just don't see how having simple controls makes it bad.
Yeah, because it's a one-button control system. You have steering, any button, like, That's
Which,
the triangle button. This
it's
is the
fine if
circle
that's not
button.
your cup of tea. I just don't think it's a reason to demonize the game because you don't like it.
Yeah. And then you have your R and L buttons. You can switch costumes or throw the things. And then you have your camera control stick, and then you have your movement stick. So it's like, I prefer the simple controls because it means it's easier for me to focus on the platforming, and maybe that's why I can actually accomplish this platforming.
It just feels like I think this is it's not a game for everyone, and I think it is a casual gamer's game.
Yeah, so I think that's why
not
we've
the
been doing
hardcore
so
people
good
who
at
want to
it.
go and do like Crash 4 and Super Mario Odyssey and Spyro Reignited. No, you cannot jump on that. You've tried
Are
already.
you sure I can't jump? I feel like it's meant to be jumped on.
I don't think it is. Don't jump.
I feel like I could make it.
No, you can't.
Kind of convinced for it. But I'm almost to my goal of 50 kids. Right now I have 44. Trying to get all my Tims, baby. Look at them.
The next one you
Look
get.
how cute they are.
They're so cute. And the next one you get a really interesting costume, and that helps with mobility.
So this is the... After this
This
one,
was
we
the
should
last-
unlock the next 3 worlds, I
Yeah.
believe. We do it. So when we complete...
This was the last stage that they showed in the demo. They showed this one, 4, and 1.
Once we're done with this one, we'll be about halfway through. Right now...
There's 12 stages.
Yeah, last time we got about a quarter of the way through. This one will be about halfway.
I think after we beat
And
this
I
one, we'll
think-
probably be at a good stopping point
Oh,
after
for
we
real?
beat this world.
Oh, it's already 9:30? I feel like we've been kind of busting away. It doesn't feel that late yet.
I know, right?
Maybe one after this. We'll see. We'll see how I
We'll
feel.
see.
Cause I feel like I'm got a good roll on it.
It'll depend if this is a stage 4 where you keep crashing into things and get frustrated, or if
Honestly.
this is the other stage where like I'm jamming. Well, we'll see what happens.
What was the one that was frustrating? The flying world?
The flying world.
Because the platforms are all disconnected. The loading times seem a little bit
So
longer
this
today, I
one-
will agree.
This one is the Clock Tower Kid. Her
Oh,
story is she's the first person that Leo meets. So her story, when you figure it out, just hits you so hard because she's literally the first person you met, and you're kind of like, oh, you poor child.
Pain. So I'm gonna go ahead and put away my costumes. Because
probably
I'll be
didn't
getting
put-
new ones.
Well, we probably didn't put.
I
away a lot
don't
of
have
Leo.
any of them.
Like how many times you've died with the bird that we didn't even
So it's
have
like,
any.
here's how you can tell, I have to make changes really fast. Like, based on how well I did on the other worlds. Come on, give me my little closet. Wow. Probably because I don't have a suit on. Well,
Probably.
either way, I have like 10 of other suits. I want this one!
You will
Ooh,
get-
I want the Pumpkin Man.
Yeah, you will get that one.
That's like, in Kingdom Hearts 2, my favorite world by far. So we're doing mirrors in this one, that's gonna be.
Oh yeah, I think there's even a time mechanic with some costume in here.
Oh no. My favorite world is the Nightmare Before Christmas one because I love the skeleton
There she is up
outfits.
there.
Hey girl, you're cute. Look at her, she's cute. She's got green hair.
Yeah, she's the youngest out of all of them.
What's her deal?
I mean,
There's some books and stuffed animals. Is she afraid of the dark or something?
No.
I don't know yet.
She's called the Clock Tower Kid, so she has something to do with the clock tower. But her title is the Girl in the King.
Maybe her cat's dying and she doesn't want it to die, so she's trying
No.
to stop time.
Her
Dad's dying and she wants
no.
to stop time.
Why would you just jump and say it's her dad?
Hey, look, I'm Kling Kling, the Pokemon.
Well, you remember all those areas I told you we can't get there yet?
Gear Prince.
Go that way.
I'm useless. I just looked dumb.
No, it's in order to unlock these things. Remember before I said that there was an area that you
Cling, cling, cling. Can I just?
Yeah.
Cling, 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 cling. Oh, I'm winding up. I think. Oh no, I'm attached. Okay, I was like, what do I do? I have to move once you attach. I didn't know that. That was my fault.
Yeah, so there's a place, like, for instance, in the 4th level where you can do that. There's a place in the 1st level where you can do it. Like, I've already noticed a lot of places where you can do
This
things
is cool. I like the. Is this like a train
you know what this
station?
reminds me
It
of?
looks like.
That one level inside Big Ben in the Dalmatians game.
Yeah, I was like, I like this. This is not. I like the. Well, you can look at the graphics. Look at the reflections off the floor. You know, like that adds a lot to the game. Am I gonna get another ground pounder?
Probably.
I feel like I have. No, it's a trophy. So maybe not. I think I'm gonna get a stronger ground pounder.
You probably will. There are some abilities that are like upgrades of other abilities. So.
Let me get over here first. I like this one a lot more than the flying one already, just based on aesthetics alone. I also
It's really cool.
I also just prefer more grounded levels. I'm not a big, loose platform levels because I get lost a lot in where I'm supposed to go. Should I do that one first or this one first?
Whichever one, you're probably gonna have to do both, you know.
Probably this one first then. Okay. Okay, I do have to do both. Well, now I know. Boing. Yeah, I like this. Reminds me also of the train level in Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door.
True.
That's a good game. Paper Mario, the series is really good. We haven't played the first one. Our first one was the Thousand Year Door. But boy, is that game an icon. You can play that game for a long time. The tree with the black and white tree. What's that one? What are those things called? Little tiny things.
The Punies?
The Punies. That one does drag on, I will admit.
It's because it's black and white, so it's easy to...
It's a long level.
It's easy to lose track of what you're doing.
I can go this way. See what's up here. Boing. Ooh. Oh, okay. Nope,
Like,
not
I
doing
figured
that.
that was going
I'm
to
not a
happen.
very good platformer. So, ooh, that one's cool. But I'm not gonna fight it. I don't want to die. See how the music gets all Irishy?
Irishy?
Yeah, it's like, you know, folk tunes and stuff. I thought I jumped too early. And guess what I did? I think I haven't played the newest Paper Mario. I've played Thousand Year Door.
Origami King?
Both of us have played it, yeah. I played on my own. What the heck?
I'm assuming that I told you I think there's a time stop one somewhere in the level, so...
Probably. Maybe I guess I have to do this then, don't I? No,
No,
let's just get, where do I gotta go? She's up there, but how do I get up there? I don't have the right suit.
Did you get all of them? Somehow your Tims are over there.
Bro, what the heck? Come back, rude. When your kids leave without you, what the heck? Oh, I'm supposed to jump onto that somehow?
So,
Wow.
look that way. There was like a platform up to the side.
Right here?
But yeah, like just go and look around low. No, don't jump off.
Okay, sorry. When you say look around a bit, I automatically want to... Oh, I can just jump on the gears. I thought I was gonna get crushed. Because the other ones, I thought I could jump on the, like, the fan thing, and then it just instantly killed me. And I was like, okay, and for what? Why was that necessary? Okay, I didn't...
Oh, the level of caution is nice.
I never know what's gonna kill me, though. That's the problem. Should I go that way? No, I can't make it. Yeah, I'm interested to play the new Paper Mario game just to see if they could bring it back, because I didn't play the sticker one or the Color Splash. I think that's on the 3DS, because they just looked dumb. Super Paper Mario was good. I don't think it was the same caliber as the Thousand Year Door in terms of like building
Good
up.
if you want, or I would just keep going forward.
Yeah, probably. Building up the secondary characters was a lot stronger in Thousand Year Door, and I think in the first one as well. Super Paper Mario definitely like built them up. It just did more of a Sonic Colors thing in the way it had like the pixely sprites versus, you know, like the...
And the thing is, ironically, it has a very strong story on its own.
Oh, word. Well, I want to do that. I don't think I can make that jump
Keep going.
by any means.
No, keep turning it.
All the way around. You think I can make
Yeah,
it?
I think you'll connect those two pieces together.
Yeah, baby.
I had to go where because you didn't tell the level.
Yeah, I know. That was my fault. Ugh. I want to play them eventually, and I heard Origami King was better, but that Sticker Star and the Color Splash ones were just so lackluster that people were just going like, eh. And I was like, yeah, I get it. Because it's hard. That's the only bad thing about coming out of the gate so strong.
I think you
with...
can just jump on top.
Okay, I didn't know, because I don't think I jumped very high. Okay. I always
You're just at an
underestimate my
angle, that's all.
jump. It's hard coming out of the gate with two good games and then trying to keep up that momentum. That's why it's almost better if the first game is okay and the second game's great, or the second game's okay and the first one's great. It's like movies. Lance! My man! I'm gonna battle! I'm so nervous.
Don't be so nervous you missed your time.
My hands are sweating. My hands don't sweat. That's you know what that is. No, I messed up!
It's okay.
Was
we'll
I
do
too
it.
early? Was I too late?
You were too early.
Oh, really? I thought I was late. Holy hands. Kick him in the nose. Knee him. I knew it! Come on. Hold the hands again. That was so tender. Yes, shield. Do you lose if you miss them all?
Actually, yeah, if you do get, like, if you miss it, you'll get a different animation.
Oh, I want to try that sometime.
We'll do it later.
Maybe on like our third time
Do it
through
on one-
these levels.
Do it on one that you already have the trophy for.
This one I can't believe I messed up. I'm so disappointed in myself. Lance, I'm in love with you. What? This is my favorite part of the game by far. Are these sequences? I did it so early. I felt it. I felt it really early. I was like, it's so early.
Like,
I was really excited because I was like, he's doing the move. I'll have to do that one again. That was really bad.
You just let your nerves get
I know. I got
get
so,
ahead of you.
I got so nervous. I was like, everyone's watching me. I'm so nervous. And I kept seeing the chat moving. Get me a move. The death counter for 6
He's saying, get the bat wrong.
My death counter.
I know this because...
Yeah, I have to come back and redo that. That was really, really bad.
Because when I played the demo the first time, I wasn't aware what was going on, so I completely missed one of them. And it literally is a thing where you're like, yeah, you're supposed to crash into something. And you literally don't. Because you don't have the momentum, so you literally hit it and fall.
That's so awesome.
I
I literally got so nervous because I saw Lance and it made me really nervous now.
I like, yeah, I know. Like, you got flustered.
Normally I
Lance
do
was there.
really good, but I saw Lance and I got a little crush on Lance.
A little.
Look how cool he looks.
This is literally
Look how cool he looks.
He's
Come
going to
on.
be in your simp thing, I'm sure.
I'm
did
not
you know
ashamed.
your dude that turned white because it finished hatching eggs?
I think so.
It was pink before, now it's not because it's.
I'm trying to decide which way I need to go. I think the answer is just inside, but oh, there's nothing inside. Just run through it. No, it's inside. Okay. I thought it was like not. I have to go in there, but I'm just running around first. See what I see. It's not. I think it. I didn't know if I might like miss a suit or something. Oh no, that makes me nervous. Oh, so
This is probably that time thing again I told you about.
No. Okay, so I guess I have to go in and
you
get
will
the
get
time
a suit
suit.
eventually that gives you the ability to slow time.
Like especially here because we're on a time level. Where's this do? Okay, word. Watch it bring me like right up to it, but it's so close I can't get it. Yeah, I knew I was gonna play that game. Alright, take me back. Rude.
You'll get ones to let you do more glide jump things
Honestly,
later.
disrespectful that they just take you so close. Like, oh! No. My death counter, like right now, I think it's pretty slow.
Actually,
so I'm pretty proud of myself.
Her death counter is more funny than it is lengthy. Like, ways
I
that
just-
you just can't believe
like
you
the
died.
one time I just literally like glided off the side because I was like, oh,
We're like,
control.
we literally just started the level. It can't be that bad. Like, nope, never mind.
And then I just like fell and died. I was like, okay, I guess that's
ran
fine.
off the edge. We hadn't even hit any enemies yet. She was ran
No,
off
like
the
I
edge.
just started the level. And I was like, oh, you should always backtrack, and then I just died. I was like,
That's why it's funny.
guess
You
not.
didn't say backtrack.
I know. I said always back, and then I died. I was like, okay,
Get the pumpkin.
Pumpkin Man, yay! Punchy arms. Oh, I was hoping I would do backflips, but it's okay. Pot break blocks. Punch 3 times in a row and they're sticky. Oh, so this is like the
Like the mantis one, but not a
yeah,
curve.
the mantis one does the thing.
This is more useful because it's not curved.
Oh, that's fast. What is it? Ooh.
It's just a switch.
Okay, well I didn't know if like did anything interesting. What's that? Just a key. I should have known one of these suits. Shouldn't I? Oh, I cannot jump in this suit. Well, that's a pain. Because I need to jump. What does this turn on and off? Does it just make things go faster?
I don't know.
Oh, it
Turns-
changed
turns
the
direction
rotation of
gear.
the wheels. Where am I going? This way? How did I... Okay.
You missed the gear.
Sometimes you just miss the gear. Thank you, child.
For a child.
Yes, thank you for another child. So I'm just doing this. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just kind of hanging out this way. Should I jump on that pipe?
You could try. I don't know if you
I'm gonna come back later with more jumping suits because I have like
Well, you
60 from the water
you
world
get
that all jump.
I think the really good one you get is in the next level.
Yeah. Oh, I just needed to turn the... Oh, I can do it. Okay. Okay, and I just... That was stupid, and I'm dumb.
Like Like, why are you changing on the gear?
I don't know. I didn't think about it.
Like, you literally can't move when you're switching suits.
I was
Why
like,
do you do that?
I was like, wow, that's hey kid. I don't think about anything I do until
I like to think
after I
that
do
Tims
it.
are just like so
They're like
come here
so
often?
yeah. They're like, hey, you want to?
Those ones are like kissing.
Ah. Okay, that was fine. Anything over here? Anything exciting? A little. Oh, I can jump on this and then do some stuff. But why, when we can come back, I'm going to do most of like the harder platforming and collectible stuff the second time around, just because I can have more access to suits, and because then the second time around I can build up more suits. The only thing you have to do is wait for them to respawn. Oh no! Oh, I don't like that. Which one do I need to go to? The right one or the left one?
You can go to both because it's switching back and forth.
This one first. What did I get? Did I get a prize? What does this do? Boing. Oh, that's the... I gotta do the ground pound over there, and then I can get the trophy. Anything back there? No. Boing. Is it going faster now?
No, it's just
Feels like it's going faster. Cogsworth from Beauty and the Beast. What's that? Just a gem. Tears of my enemies. You know what I'm saying, ladies?
Oh, it's
Hey, stop eating my kids! Get your own! Stupid plant.
That's why it's doing that. Because it wants its own.
It's there. What the? What? Stop eating my kids! That's so disrespectful. I was like, what is that noise? Rat, rat. My kid's getting devoured. Rude.
Keep there.
Yeah, means there's another suit around here somewhere. I just don't know where. But I honestly like this game. I think it's pretty cute. Oops. Should I go all the way over there first? Do you think so?
What do you mean?
Should I like move it all the way? Oh no, okay. My
Like, I don't
depth
know where
perception's just super bad. I was like, should
Like,
I
I don't know
just
where you're
jump?
going.
No, I think
Like,
this game's
yeah,
like
sure, go for it.
I think this game's cute and fun, and I think it's not frustratingly difficult.
No, I've played platformers that are frustratingly difficult, and this is not
Should I
it.
do this one first or like this one? I don't know why
Like,
my
half the
brain's
people call
like,
this
hey.
frustrating. I'm like, I don't know what you're getting frustrated on, unless, like, you know, the thing I thought about with the QuickTime events is people are frustrated about that. I'm like,
Your reflexes, well, like my
your reflexes are too good. Like, your reflexes
too
aren't
good.
great,
And
so
that's
you get
why I
excellent
think
all the time.
Yeah, the only time I don't get excellent is when I over anticipate because I saw Lance and I got nervous.
Yeah, that was no
'Cause it's
anticipation.
my
That was you being a fangirl.
Honestly, how I have to get over there?
Yeah, so go through there.
How, bro?
You have to move that thing. So you have to find another.
I think I
Area.
get on this, and I think I have to jump. I think I'm just.
No, it's
I think I'm just dumb. Give me a second.
no. You see the blue one over there? You have to get over there.
What blue one?
Those you have to move those blue blocks across. So see if there's some way you can get off over back there.
That's what I was doing. I just don't think you were. I don't think we were saying this. I think we were on the same page, but we weren't saying the same thing.
Sure.
What's with the stoplights? Does the stoplights have something to do with her fear?
It has something to do with her traumatic instant, yeah.
Oh, she get hit by a car?
No! She wouldn't be here, she was dead!
Did she get hit by a car?
I'm sorry that, much like in Persona, if you die in your heart, you're just dead.
That's funny.
Did she die? No!
Well, I don't know. I've never played this game before.
But if we're in her subconscious, she has to be alive.
In your opinion, not in mine.
Well, because that's the whole point with the subconscious thing.
Something over here? No, it's just
Not anything
jumping
you can
my
get
head.
yet.
I bet if I floated down there with a sheep suit, I could probably just cut off all of that platforming and just
Or
float
you just
across.
fall to your death.
And it's in your opinion. My opinion is different. My opinion is obviously better because I'm cooler than you, but you know, who's to say? Oh, that's where I was earlier. Okay, so then I shouldn't go that way. Oh, I saw the heart tree. There it is. How am I missing, like, 5 suits? I
Well,
got 2 out of, like, 16 suits available in this
And we
level.
have no statues because the only one we found was about, and you mixed up in that one. Good job, Madeline.
Stop bringing up that I messed up!
I just think it's so funny that you have the reason you messed up on that one alone was because you had fangirl
Because
moment.
I saw Lance and he's really cool.
He's
because
really
he
cool.
doesn't have like a mask thing. He has like a mouth that's expressive, which is something you don't get a lot from villains. Because they always have some sort of face scare. So he has that kind of face scare moment, but he has an expressive mouth,
Well,
which
actually,
is something you never see.
That's the thing that I thought was funny in the books when they're going, like, when they were explaining, like they couldn't remember who like the Tims were or Balan was and stuff like that. That's what they actually thought he was creepy because they couldn't remember who he was. So they're like, yeah, there's just this guy constantly grinning at us.
Balan, by the way.
Well,
Not Lance.
Well, that's actually the thing that I thought they found interesting is like Balan's the one who's ultimately tricking them, but they trust him because on a base level, he's he's beautiful, he's nice, he's
Lance is the one who's tricking
Lance.
them? You said Balan's the one who's tricking them. And I was like,
Lance is the one tricking them. But ultimately, it's like, yeah, he's really handsome, he's very nice, he speaks really softly and gently and everything like that, so they go and trust him. And
I trust them. Take my heart, Lance.
and I think that it's interesting that when
You
he
already
goes,
have it.
when he goes and says, it starts from the fact that they get these visions, they're like, okay, there's this grinning guy in the top hat. And then it slowly evolves into like, oh, there's these awful fuzzy creatures. This is creepy grinning man in a
What
top
kind of awful, fuzzy, creepy...
Because they don't know what they are. They're
They're little
the
birds.
personification of the unknown.
Sometimes, you guys haven't seen yet, it happened a lot on Friday. When they get really fat, they become large and you breed them. It's my favorite thing, because then they go on the Tim trampoline, because these are purple! Look, we have purple ones!
Because you did the blue ones and then they ate the red ones.
I like that when you're done with them, you're like, you're so cute! Yeet! Wow, look at this great little... Yeah!
That one's super red.
Do you think I can throw them off the side?
No.
I was just wondering. I mean,
Why would you do that to your
I'm
children?
not gonna do it, but I was just wondering if I
You
could.
horrible person.
I was just wondering. I wasn't saying I was gonna. Yes.
But I like how, like, when they're out of context, it's easy for them to go and say that Balan is bad because he's unnerving to them, because they don't know who he is. And I'm like, I like how they made that distinction as far as, like, yeah, Lance is the antagonist, but he's, he's really lovely. But, and then, like, Balan's the person who's helping you, but you could definitely see him as creepy at the same time. And that's the thing, honestly, I kind of got annoyed with the reviews, is that everyone's taking that to their best advantage and making really unnerving-looking thumbnails.
I think
It's like
I don't think Balan looks creepy at all. He literally looks
It's
like
more like
he's very. That already, I hate that. I hate that a lot.
I've told you you're gonna have time mechanic in there.
I hate time mechanics. Let's be real. I like the design of this level, but I already can tell that I'm gonna hate the time mechanic. But continue. I think Balan looks cool because that was weird. I think he looks cool because he looks very much like
really,
he
really
fits
cool.
in the Princess and the Frog, like the New Orleans style, because he's got like the dapper look, but also he's very comedic, and also probably because his hair looks like it's in dreads, so it's just like
Yeah, well,
he looks like he'd fit in very well.
He's the Maestro of Wonderworld, so it's like he's essentially directing the whole
Yeah,
thing.
it's like he's got. Oh, I don't have that suit.
Those are Chrono Bunnies.
He's got like the vibe where he's fancy, but also could kind of like.
Well, that's the other thing I like about him is that he's described as mysterious and mischievous. So.
Did she fall out of her bed and have a concussion? Is that why there's like pillows and books and stuff?
But I like how the fact, like, that's why I said, like, I couldn't really tell what was going on in this game to begin with, because I'm like, yeah, they're keeping very vague as for,
Chrissy said,
actually,
Balan looks like googly eyes on a mop. Very accurate.
And that's entirely intentional.
Also, like, I like him a lot because he does look like he looks a lot like Knight
like
in the way
belongs in
that
this
he's
world.
he's lanky and very like unrealistic in a way. It looks like a kid imagined him, which is the same way Knight's looks. It's very exaggerated features, lanky. It looks like something that could only exist in a dream. Yeah, baby.
But it's the whole thing is that they go and like I like how they kept it very ambiguous. It's like, okay, we just know that there's again this mysterious, mischievous entity who runs the theater. They never told you for good or for worse, more just that this place is a place that heals hearts and he runs the place. Which is why like some people say like he's not in the game enough. I'm like, well, he's not really supposed to be.
Yeah,
it's like saying Wiseman wasn't in the game enough.
Yeah,
he's running the place.
That's what's interesting about this game in comparison to the Knight's one, because they really don't compare to each other that well, because they're just so different. They're really not the same game at all.
Knights is a renegade in their own world. They don't play by the rules, but they also don't control the rules.
Yeah, it's like that's the difference here. Is if you put Wiseman and Knights almost together, and where you have the leader, controller of the world, versus and then plus I guess the renegade, because they're not like the overlord. But Knights like you said, Knights in no way was.
Well, and the other interesting thing that like
responsible.
You see it a lot. You see it a lot more in the book, but I'm like, I already told you before, the thing I always thought was interesting is that like both Balan and Lance rhyme whenever they talk. So they have this very lyrical way of speaking.
Which you obviously get a lot more in the book, because you have a lot more dialogue.
You can see it in there. There's a couple of segments where they go and explain things. I think if they had more tutorials, you would see it more.
Yeah,
but both of them speak entirely in rhyme.
Very much appreciate no tutorials. I'm just saying. I think this game is very self-explanatory.
But the whole thing is that they go and, like...
I have, like, 2 keys, no suits.
You sure there wasn't anything in that last area?
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
But the whole thing is that, they go and point out the fact is, like, they go and say on a couple occasions is, like, yeah, when, the thing I like is that they show that Balan honestly has a lot of attitude when it comes to things. Like, you can tell it from the beginning when he's like, yeah, I'll appear when I see fit, essentially. When the spotlight's on me, then it's my turn to show up. But he's like, he's not going to show up before he needs to show up, even if he could help you. Because, like, for instance, Leo, when he gets trapped and forgets everything, you know, Emma was able to, you know, retain her humanities, but he forgot.
Yeah.
So, essentially, he even forgot the reason he was here in the first place, which is help to uncorrupt Wonderworld. And essentially forgot his whole purpose, everything he was taught, because, you know, they essentially, he's like, hey, you need to go take Lance down. They're like, okay, we'll go do that. And he's like, wow, you guys really ran in without knowing anything about this world, and you thought you were gonna win?
Stupid.
Rethinking my life decisions right now, but we're already this far along, so... But, like, the funny thing that happens, actually, is when they get introduced again is so, you know, Leo's about to turn into a monster, actually, but Emma pulls him back from that.
Leo's the guy, just for reference in case you don't remember, Leo's the guy we're playing at. My knee really hurts. And Emma is the girl who's the true protagonist. Ow, my kneecap!
Oh, you can break those blocks too.
With my punchy, yeah. Doink, doink.
And you can slow down time with this one.
Passing through time portals. Possibles to protect one. Okay, so I can just walk through the time portals. I cannot make them.
So, like, remember we saw...
Give me a second. Oh, I lost my pumpkin punching man. I can grab one really fast.
But you remember how there was that one mirror you couldn't go through in the flying level? That was actually one of the Chrono Bunny things.
Interesting. I did not remember that, but I trust you.
Yeah, you ran into it, then fell off the edge, so I understand that didn't stick in your mind.
I fell off the edge a lot. It's not a special experience for me.
So, the interesting thing is that when Leo goes and gets introduced again and reminded what he's supposed to do, the funny thing is that he asks who Balan is and he refuses to tell him because he's like, I'd introduced myself to millions of people over my lifetime. I say it once and that's it. And so Emma's like, oh, this is who he is. We met him before. He's a bit dramatic, essentially.
Honestly, same.
And like, yeah, that's a great way to introduce a character. Essentially, like, yeah, does it hurt him in any way to go and say his name again? No, but is he going to tell you? No.
No. And
there's actually a couple other instances where, like, there's certain things where it's like, Leo touches, the different mushrooms inside Bugsy's world, and one of them happens to be poisonous, and he's, like, it hits him and it, like, gets paralyzed by, like, poisonous gas, and afterwards Balan's like, I wouldn't touch those if I were you, and he's like, thanks, that's really helpful now.
I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna beat you up.
You know? Like, if he actually goes and teaches him how the world works, and he, although the entire time he's like, you know I already told you all of this before, right?
Like, you should remember it, you little dunce.
He literally is, and that's why it's so funny. Again, it's very different. That's why I have to say it feels, in a lot of ways, it feels more mature than Knights, because it's not just purely... Like, Knights is very much a spirit of chaos, and that's the cool thing about it.
I feel like Knights was best represented in, obviously, Into Dreams as a character, and I think Journey Dreams helped kind of flesh out, actually, the kids more. Then I think it helped pull a little bit more into, like, why you're afraid of Wiseman, and kind of what Rial is, because he was just, like, a throwaway boss. Oh, there's the time portal.
Yeah.
He was kind of like a throwaway boss in the first game.
So now time slowed down.
Oh, word.
So if you look around...
I'm looking around.
Well, I mean, like, you can go back that way.
Why? Oh, to press the thing. Okay, well, let me do this stuff like... that's another time portal. I don't want to do that. Take this, and I'll go back. Boink. Suck on that.
Time stopped.
Oh.
remember.
I'll figure it out later. Let me in. I'm lost.
So I just like the fact that like there's a very big difference, and he definitely has this distinct amount of personality in the fact that like he can choose to be helpful, or he might just choose not to be helpful because he's not feeling it right now. And I like how Leo points that out sometimes, like, you know, you could help me right now, that'd be great. And he's like, well, this is your test, not mine. I'm just here to facilitate
Honestly,
the test.
same though. If I was any sort of like main character thing, I would do the same thing. Bro, I'm not the main character, you're the main character.
He literally does that. And
I'm your sensei.
But it's kind of like, you know, you wouldn't expect that from a typical, say, like, you know, he's an ally, definitely. But I'm like, you wouldn't expect that. And I kind of like that aspect that they had, because...
Let me in. Okay, well, I don't have like that, and that corner jump was so hard to do. Okay, I'm fine. You're good. Anyways,
But
I'm
you can go through that mirror and see where you end up.
Oh, well, I guess it's there.
Yeah, you have to do it in the block.
Well, now I know. Well, I didn't know that the first time.
Let's try it now.
Now I guess. Yay, I win.
But like, I just like they had a very distinctive attitude to it, and I really enjoyed that. Where I'm like, yeah, actually, that was what made it kind of interesting.
Can I
is
come out of
that
that clock? Can I jump in this? Okay, good.
potentially?
Boing.
But that was the thing I found was interesting, was that like Lance was like overly gentle, and Balan could be kind of a pain sometimes. But like that actually made it interesting because you came to realize like, yeah, it's all a matter of perception. It really made you rethink every character you met from there on out, because you're like, yeah, it's not just about appearances or even personality. It's like you don't know someone
Because
until you
by
watch
rules
them.
of like Knight's game standards, then Lance should be the good guy, and Balan should be the evil one. Because
That's
he's got
what-
the strong
that's-
personality and all
And that's
that
why
stuff.
they all believed him when Lance said that that was the way things work. They immediately believed him because, like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
They're like,
This
yeah,
guy creeps me
word.
out. You know?
I think I'm going the right way. I don't know if I'm going the right way.
We'll see.
Egg from my kid. Thank you. Well, I can go that way, or I can go this way. Well, like, this is the right way, so I'll go this way first. 'Cause she's sitting there. You can keep talking.
No, I'm just.
I don't think I have the power.
Yeah,
I
like, I don't think
I'm
you
not
have
strong
the
enough to
thing
punch
there
that.
for that
Okay. See, easy answer.
But I just think it was so fascinating. And like the one I showed you when I was reading it, that I just loved so much. That was just funny. Was that they're at the end of, because at the beginning and the end of every level, because that's the way Leo has to get around. Is that he's like, how am I supposed to get around? I'm like, well, Balan can get in anywhere he wants to go. But after that, he's like, you're on your own.
Mr. Magic Man.
Pretty much. It was at the beginning and the end. He'll give you a little bit of a like. In the beginning, he's kind of just talking about things, and towards they get into the later levels, where like in the beginning he's like, "Why didn't you tell me?" And in the later levels, Leo's just like, "Okay, yeah, I'm here. See you in like an hour." He gets a little bit more easily
New
annoyed.
suit. It's the Fennekin suit.
Yeah, but this one has
Oh, I can walk on air?
yes.
Word. Okay.
So if you
I
want,
want to test it out
yeah,
in here
go ahead.
first.
Go ahead and test it out. You can probably get to that section.
Nice. I ran out of juice.
Well, actually, you just jumped and you fell.
I don't know.
But isn't that cool?
Yeah, I like that.
I like how this one distinctly looks like her. So you know this probably an ability she's gonna have.
Yeah. I can actually punch that, but it's fine. Yay, I like that.
Yeah, so anyway, this one really helps with mobility.
So we'll have to come back later and get like 90
You
of these.
get like a ton of them.
You really have to build up. Also, like they were like the health thing, because your health is how many suits. But if you can find a good spawn point for them, where the key is right, like some of them the key isn't right next to them, and that can get frustrating. I understand that much. But if you're right next to the key spawn point, I don't understand like why you wouldn't just spawn the key, grab like 90 suits. I think that's just gems over there, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Keep going for it.
Hey, we already have a 100% increase from last one where we literally got none of the statues.
Honestly, like I think I'm doing great so far.
But the thing that I literally saved it as a screenshot because I just thought it was so funny, was the one where it's actually after this stage.
Stop eating my children. Get your own.
So it's actually, oh, there he is. That's the other interesting thing is that
You can eat my kids' legs. That's fine. No,
I was trying to... You for trying to free your kid first.
That's honestly what I get. I know, I deserve it.
Yeah,
Okay, but how am I supposed to jump on his head?
You have to wait until he shoots the thing, because then he releases his energy and you can hit him. Wait
I
until
just
he shoots
couldn't
and then
jump
hit.
high enough. Now I have to go back and get more suits, bro.
Yeah, so you wait till he does that, and now you hit him.
I don't have a good offensive suit right now. I just have one jumping suit.
Well, just wait till he shoots the things, and then... That's literally the reason you die, is that you just literally jumped right into his projectiles like you just
That was
did.
stupid! Like I just did. Okay,
Thank
and...
you for proving my point.
And what of it? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not frustrated with the game. I get frustrated at myself because I'm literally so stupid. Get it, kids. Get it, kids.
It's kind of like in any game that would have happened.
Can I go back and get more suits? Nobody said I couldn't.
Yeah.
Then I'll just do this. I can't jump as this guy though.
No.
So that is a pain. Then I will just come back and get one of those in a minute, I guess. Hey, I'm back! Like, this is nice. I'm just like, I don't know how I think I just, like, accidentally ran into him. Oh, it's because I ran into him. He, like, spawned on me when I was trying to free my kid. That's how I lost my punchy suit.
Yeah.
With punchy suit, I'm, like, invincible, so I'm not really worried.
Except for you have to jump.
But the problem is now I don't have any of my other suits. So I feel like I should go back and get those.
You probably should go back at least and get the air cat.
Yeah. Alright, let me backtrack. Continue telling us some lore.
So,
Lore bits.
the thing that I thought was just great was that by the time you actually got finished with this stage, actually, and it was a really rough one. Well, no, actually, it was the stage right before this one. And it was one of his closer friends, like the one of the people he met first. This lady was the one he met first, and then hey, because you're just killing your things left and right.
No, that's why the only reason I came down here was to save my kids. I don't even think this is the right way.
You have to go inside the thing.
Okay, I thought my kid just hit me into one of these, and I was like, I am going to scream. But it's okay. Keep going.
Yeah, it's inside there.
Sorry, I don't mean to stop you.
But it was one of it. So the one before was kind of tough, and so he literally was like at the 7th world. At this point, he's taken on many of these monsters. It's getting more tiring, and and the reason he was going around was he was going to each of their worlds, and after he frees them, he's like, "Hey, come help fight with me," you know? We have to take down land, so we want to get out. And they're like, "Nope, I don't." Literally, he'd pull the cast me and be like, "Nope, I'd rather stay here.
I'd rather stay here and die.
At least I'm like." He's like, "But don't you realize this is the real world?" It's like, "Well, the real world sucks. So at least here, I'm, you know."
You're like, "That's not how this works. You're supposed to say
like,
yes. I will leave."
At least here, then it's not so bad. I don't have to face that reality. And we're like, "Nope, that's
not the
not
correct
healthy."
answer. Wrong. Wrong answer. Actually, try again.
it's you were the right way. You just didn't.
I was trying to get a second suit.
Okay. You have to wait for the mirror to change.
Oh, it changes?
Yeah, it's been changing.
Did not even notice. Just thought I was doing the wrong thing. This one?
Yeah.
There we go. Nope.
No, that's the
wrong
same
one.
Same
I'm
one.
so dumb.
That's the
Please
same.
let me out.
That's the same exact one.
I am stupid. Let me be free. That's the right one. Okay.
There you
I was trying to get a second suit. So I could put one in the closet for later.
go.
Look at me, my cute little catfies. Meow meow.
Yeah, but this one
Meow,
really
meow.
helps with the.
That's why I needed to have one spare. It looks like a Pokemon, honestly.
It does.
The little cat guy.
Yeah. I like how it looks a lot like the girl. But the whole thing that's interesting is that like afterwards is that he's going to essentially all these different worlds, and he's supposed to be trying to get people to help fight against Lance, and so far every single one of them has turned him down, which kind of sucks, you know.
That all of them don't want to fight against Lance?
Yeah, essentially all of them are like, nope, we'd rather stay here where reality is at least can be, you know, livable. And he's like, great, so I'm just gonna go fight by myself. And they're like, yeah, sorry, dude. And the funny thing is, at least half of them are like, because a lot of them are friends, like, they've been here for a long time. So a lot of them are friends with other people. So, like, for instance, the one guy, Skyfarer and Seafarer, for instance, which is the flying guy and the swimming girl, are good friends. So, because they have a similar, like, interest.
Feels like there should be something back
There
here.
probably is something
It's
here.
probably where the boss is gonna spawn or something.
Yeah. But, so they,
Don't
for
know.
instance, when
I'm
you
gonna
free...
go, but it's been a fun stream. Thanks, Chris Panini. We'll hope to see you on Friday. Or next Tuesday, whatever you feel. But thanks for coming. It was good to see you.
But the whole thing is, like, they go and be like, hey, I'm not gonna help you, but can you make sure that my friend gets help? And he's like, sure, why not? I mean, ask favors of me after I saved you and you refused to help. This happens at least 3 times, by the way. So by the time they get to his like first 2 friends he made, he's like, are you gonna help me? He's like, nope, sorry, but can you go save my friend? He's like,
That's right, she does get hit by a car.
no, she doesn't.
The cat gets hit by a car? You're not saying no! The cat's gonna get hit by a car. There's Balan. He's digging in a box. Oh no, he's winding a jackknife.
So all she saw was the cat run into the street, but she didn't stay to see what happened. So she doesn't know if he got hit by the car.
I think
or
it went
not.
under the car. It's like this big. And the cat's like, meow. And she's like, you're dead.
So
She's like
actually,
sobbing. Like cat's just sitting
the way
there
that
like,
happened in the
meow.
book was even worse, actually.
Because the cat did get hit by a car?
No,
Oh.
she called it, and it came across the street, and it ran, and the people slammed on their brakes. It caused the pile up.
No!
And she just ran. She doesn't even know what
Aw.
happens to the cat. Never mind all the other people. And she's like 6. She's the youngest of all the guests.
Oh, I need to be able to jump.
I would turn into the other guy, actually, so you
I
lose
know,
that one.
it just didn't do it. Oh, can I punchy?
So that means she's using
I'm good. Well, apparently they did it, so good for them.
I think you have to get her to punch her, the stoplight.
I'm gonna get myself a second.
She's actually the first one that transforms out of all of them, and it's kind of sad because she's like, yeah, I gotta do this so that me and my friends can be here and be safe, and I don't care if I turn into a monster. And she's, of course, the kid, so she doesn't really understand what's going on. You know?
Mm-hmm.
See, like, it turned blue right now, so you need to be the chroma bunny so that you don't get stuck in time.
Oh, good thing I'm already bunny.
Yeah, you see how
I'm
it's
just
changing?
chilling up here, dog. Ah! Think I'm gonna get a punch a stop sign?
Yeah.
Punch me, I'm down here, I'm at the stop sign.
I mean, you could probably punch this one she's standing on.
Oh yeah, I could punch. Punch me, baby. Punch, 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 punch.
Why are you changing so fast? You're technically in your invincibility frames.
Yeah. That's how we live around here. Ugh, I don't know, like, what is going on? Oh my gosh. Sorry, just kind of freaks me out, dog.
So you can punch her in the stomach there because her stomach's exposed.
Cool little Mad Hatter moment. What's the rabbit called in Alice in Wonderland? The white rabbit? The white rabbit? I thought he was like the Mad Hare or something. I was like, is everyone mad in that book / movie? I know the rest of the books are really weird.
Yeah.
You're alive! She looks like she's from Wreck-It Ralph, the Candyland.
Yeah. Just to hear.
But look at the graphics! I think it looks
I
good!
think she looks awesome.
Excuse
We
me.
got most of the costumes here.
Yeah, I'm just missing the goose, honestly.
I mean, we've been missing at least one in all of them. So.
Well,
I like
one
this
of them,
song.
one of you can't even unlock till you come back. Those are my favorite.
I'm gonna say she also looks the most natural dancing because she's a kid.
Yeah, look at her. She just did a middle split. Okay, front tuck. Okay, backflip. Alright, coffee grinder. Okay, now you're just showing off. They didn't high five? Are we not gonna get a
grinder a real
single?
thing?
Yes, this is a real dance move. We're not gonna
Okay.
get a single high
Well, now we
five
gotta
out
see
of this
what
whole
actually
game.
happened. Like, what's her,
Meow meow.
So that's why she had a time mechanic, because she wanted to stop time. Stop that moment.
Then she gets hit by a car. It, like, drives up on the sidewalk. How can you look at Balan and be like, these graphics are bad? You can see the sequins in his costume,
You got all
dog!
3 on that one. That's enough for you to get, like, literally, you hit perfectly 50. Good job, Madeline. That makes up the fact that we found, like, literally nothing, and you also choked on the bat
Spot
in the
said
last
that I'm
one.
gonna head out. It's been super tired lately. And I'm gonna get some sleep. Sorry, one cutscene, then we'll respond. Train time, baby. Stop, this is the Mugen train. The Demon Slayer movie is about the train arc. I am traumatized. I can't even look at a train!
Like, and then she gets hit by a car.
And then she gets well, what if she did?
She didn't.
Well, what if she did?
She didn't.
By the way, thanks, Spot, for hanging out, dog.
Hey,
We're probably going to wrap up after this little cutscene, because we're at a good stopping point. We are halfway through the game, so that's another quarter. We're trying to get at least a quarter per
I told you it probably was
stream.
going to take like four things for us to get all the way through the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then even after that, I wouldn't mind doing a casual thing myself to go and get all the trophies.
That looks cool.
Like, I would go...
That looks like it's
that
going to
one,
be terrible.
That one, it is, but it has the best power-up in it.
Okay. I just know ice levels are always terrible. Like water levels.
Yeah.
They're water but frozen, so it's even...
But it
my
has-
children are coming...
Yeah.
Look at all my kids!
Look at all your kids! They're all so ready to see you!
Love me, babies.
You have so many kids, they're all so colorful.
I love my kids. Let me go.
He has
We'll
the
hatch
little
them.
propeller
Yeah.
hat on!
We'll hatch them and then we're gonna probably wrap it up.
We'll go feed them.
Well, duh. Where'd the propeller hat go?
Right there, turn
Oh,
around.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right there.
Look
Oh.
at him! Aww!
Look at him with the propeller hat! Look at our kids! Madeline, you're so close to having 50.
I know. Ugh, I'm like one level away from having 50. I'm so excited.
Man, you just got having a good time here, you know?
Yeah, good progress. That's only 3 hours.
Not bad.
We got another
I think
quarter
that's-
of the game done.
I think,
So I think this is a very
I think-
achievable game. If you're sitting down on like your Saturday, and you're like, man, I
That's-
just want to
that's-
sit down and play a game that's not gonna, waste my brain.
well, that's the thing. When I played the demo, and here's the reason. I, like, literally bought the game after playing the demo, because I'm like, I told you, I literally turned it on just to play with it. I spent 2 hours in the first world, because I just really enjoyed walking around, playing with the Tims, going and collecting stuff, because it was simple. And honestly, some people say that it's failing, but I'm like, I wish there were more games like that, because I think there are too many games I have that I don't play because it'd be so complicated to get into them.
Yeah, my brain
Large
is so
JRPGs.
small.
A lot of JRPGs, they're just time sinks, so this is literally something you can jump into for 2 hours
Well, that's why
and come back to it anytime.
Yeah, I agree, and I really think this game is fun because it also doesn't look down on you. Kind of like some games, when you're like, I want to play
feels
something
oddly
simple,
mature.
but they're like, it's obviously for kids. Like this one, it feels like and I think the lack of dialogue really helps it. I'm just gonna look at my cute little,
man, he looks so cute in
my
that
little
hat.
propeller guy.
I'm gonna die. I might go buy a Tim plushie.
Do it. Look
It's
how
like
cute
20
it is.
bucks, but I'm like, I might go do it just
Honestly,
because. Oh my gosh.
What do you have a job for? To buy stuff.
Yeah.
And I like it because I think the lack of dialogue helps because we're not pulling stupid puns like Sonic, but we're not also,
No,
talking.
it all feels intelligent. It's
Yeah.
simple, but it feels intelligent.
Yeah, so that's
People go on about the no nonsense narrative. I'm like, have you played like a game?
Look at my kids.
Like,
Go, buddy.
I've played many games that have way less narrative drive than this. It doesn't have to be a super in-depth Persona 5 thing, but I'm like, it makes sense what you're doing.
Yeah, like the one game studies class I took was all about narrative and indie games, and I definitely think like there is for sure a narrative in this.
Now, does it have as much narrative as a novel? Not by a long
No.
shot, but it's not a book.
Yeah, that's why I think it's good.
That's why I think that ultimately to get the full, heart-wrenching, beautiful experience for Balan Wonderworld, you have to play the game, and you have to read the book. Because the book gives you all the feels, and then the game is just visually auditorially just stunning for the senses. Like, I could just sit here and watch this for a long time, honestly.
Yeah,
Just look at those little dudes go.
because we can walk over here. Because I'm going to probably say, because I think we've done good, and we can't give too much analysis, honestly, until we do more.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and give us a good old savey, and I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I don't know about you, but I am also tired.
Yeah, I think we've made a lot of good progress. We're definitely ending a lot earlier than normal, but I think we made a lot of good progress.
I think it's like because correct, we are ending earlier, but it is earlier in the week, and we also got half done. Like we got our quarter done, in just a good time. We're just going faster now that we understand the game more.
And also, I think that we're like, for the last few stages, we're like, I don't want to die, so I'm not going to explore, I'm just going to get out of here.
Honestly.
So, that's fine, and I can always go and explore and those sort of things, too. But I'm like, I like that, like, just the flavor of this game. So, like,
flavor.
I was looking at the title. Like, I was looking at how the title works.
Yeah.
And you notice it looks like it's literally transitioning from Balan's styles into Lance's style, because his is more smooth lines and Lance's is more jagged edges.
And if you look in the background, the colored portion is all the levels. Like you see the windmill, the butterfly, the birds, you see the deer, so the clock tower.
It's so well designed.
Yeah, I do really like this game.
I hold on to what I entirely agree with what I saw when a reviewer said. It's like, I think some people, I mean, in good-naturedly, they probably had the best of intentions, but I'm like, I think some people did just overhype themselves for what this game was going to deliver. Because
I think it's gorgeous.
It's not that it's under-delivering, I think it's giving you exactly what it always was going to give you, and I think some people just, they overhyped themselves. They thought it was going to be the spiritual successor to Knights, and to be honest, Knights doesn't do there's a reason it's a cult classic. It's because a lot of people don't know about it, and it didn't honestly do very well for itself in either of its games. Like, you know, or they thought it was going to be a Sonic thing, or they thought it was going to be like a Crash platformer. I'm like, no, it was never going to be anything but itself, and I won't fault it for that. If it's not your cup of tea, that's fine. And you just don't like it, then, I mean, that's fine. But I'm like, don't go and be like, oh, this isn't Super Paper Mario, this isn't Mario Odyssey, because it was never going to be that. It's going to be itself, and it's wacky and colorful, and I love it.
Yeah, and so that's that for us. We will pick up with this again, hopefully at 6 on Friday, so we're trying to move up our stream time by about an hour. Follow us down on Twitter if you want updates on that. We'll tell you, like, every day that we're streaming, like, what game we're going to be hopefully playing, you know, asking for suggestions, giving updates on times. Follow if you look at the bottom, Medieval at VODS. Look at all the past stuff, so if you're like, oh, they're talking about Knights, but I don't know what that is, well, we played it, so you can go look and figure it out, and, you know, watch it on 3 times speed, or jump around. That's what they're there for.
One of these days we'll have death compilation videos. I would like to make some death compilation videos.
You know, a lot of them have like 5 minutes in the beginning of the stream loading time. Just skip that. We're gonna fix it later. But thanks for watching. This has been Balan Wonderworld. We are 2 sisters. I feel like I should start putting that 2 sisters not dating as our catchphrase. Yeah, that's been this game. I'm excited
2
to play.
sisters and nothing more.
I'm excited to play it again on Friday. And I hope you guys are excited to watch it. I've enjoyed it a lot so far, and I'm glad we're playing it.
I feel happier now.
But that's been us. See ya Friday. Or not. I don't know. I'm controlling.
I think we really need to find a figure out sign up.